Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Roll Hit Die. Ooh, my screen is a little messed up. Roll Hit Die presents our Dungeons and Veterans game. As you can tell, we are short a few players this evening. There will be some changes in the near future, like we will be going back to our 7 o'clock play time. She will no longer be with us, but it looks like Demort will be back with us. And I will be making changes to all of our fine overlay and artwork at that point in time. So with that, I am Dan Latham, aka Shadrick Dagar, and I am the Dungeon Master for Dungeons Veterans, as well as Dungeon Master for the Darkest Dream on Friday nights. Come check us both out. Give us all your love, your attention, and who knows, you put something in the chat, I may actually use it. On top of that, any sound effects that you hear during our gameplays will be done by Sirenscape. Also, one of our sponsors for our games is GUI Cube, who is the creator of The Darkest Dream. They are also our sponsor for this. Let's see, what else? Oh yes, our maps. And any gameplay that you see on the screen involving miniatures or monsters and such is done by and provided by Roll20. Let's see, I have no further announcements on my part. If you want to check out any updates or any information or news or what have you as far as our games are concerned, you can check us out on Twitter at RollHitDie, or you can check us out on Facebook under the same name. And any games that we play or run on our shows here on Twitch will also be put on YouTube at a later date, and you can check the RollHitDie YouTube channel for those. So starting at the bottom, our first player up is Surge.
My name is Curtis Ross. I am playing Surge, the shifter druid of the group, Circle of the Moon druid. You may recognize me from the Darkest Dream campaign we were running on Friday night, like he mentioned. And let's see what's going to happen tonight.
Next, I believe we have Brother May I.
Hello, I'm Marcus Scott. I'll be playing Brother May I. Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah.
Cleric.
Yeah, our cleric.
Following
Cleric.
Brother May I, we have Sergeant Rock.
I'm Fritz Neufeld. I'm a retired reservist, and I'm running Sergeant Rock, who is a 21st or 20th century World War II soldier who has found himself in this land and is trying to do his best to serve his new general.
All right, so, gentlemen, can anybody for a reward tell me what happened last time on Dungeons and Veterans?
Well, I'm curious, does everyone here remember what the rewards were from the end of the last session?
I do. Did it ever get added? I don't know.
I'm just curious if you guys remember what you had, because I just saw what I had.
I got the plate armor and a legendary sword and legendary mount and stuff like that, right?
Oh, well, I was talking not like the loot, but the
Good try,
GUI
though.
reward that we got at the end of it. Because I have an advantage on a single attack roll. But I was curious if you guys also remembered.
I think
I had
one,
some-
You got.
did one of them get an extra hit point, or that was the other game?
That was the other game that Sadir got an extra hit point.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
believe it was Sadir.
Me and Fritz ended up with the same rolls, both 4s, and that was saving throw? Or, no, take advantage on initiative.
All right.
So if one of you finds it, it's what both of you have.
All right, so on top of that, for another
Here it
nice
is.
little GUI reward for today's game, which one of you gentlemen would like to give us a recap of last session?
From my notes, we battled a couple of undead ships that had pulled alongside us. The captains apparently were vampires.
Possibly.
Yeah. I mean, they massively drained old Rock. They hurt him pretty bad. And but we still managed to defeat the two crews while the vampires went to ashes and we scuttled their ships. We got the suit of armor and a magic mace that's made of cold iron. That might be important. We also got a potion of strength, some kind of giant strength, and a spell scroll of revivify, which I think I grabbed that because that's a spell I could cast. If I can cast it on the cleric, then he can do further revivify. By the way, Dux and she got teleported away by some kind of powerful undead, maybe even a lich. We're not sure.
Well, that is
Some undead force.
That is, of course, from your investigation of the area that which you've come up with.
All right. So then we sailed on until we were in the port that's near Mal, the capital city of Orzul. Most of them have been sunk, and there's some sort of pall of decay spreading from the city. There's no vegetation around the city. This blight seems to be just getting ready to cover the whole land. We sailed away from that port so we didn't get spotted, and prepared to hide our ship. That's when a big sea monster attacked it and ate our ship. I didn't like that much.
Giant tentacles from a possibly undead giant squid or kraken-looking monster.
Yeah. So my command has been rather impaired.
Well, my game is a tad bit impaired because my laptop just died.
Okay.
I did enjoy this, being the skipper.
While it lasted. Or maybe it'll continue to last. So, all right. So for the loot, apparently, I asked this after the fact. Apparently, your guys' bag disappeared, but Surge does have one holding. You said you took the Scroll of Revivify, Sergeant Rock.
Let me check to see if I added it to my inventory.
Okay, because I wrote down everything that we got.
Okay.
Well, I did not add it to my. No, I do. I have it here. The spell scroll of Revivify, a spell scroll of Immolate, which I cannot cast. It's not on the Warlock spell list.
I don't know if you have to have the spell on your list to cast it, do you?
No.
Do you have the spell scroll?
You have to be able to cast the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if
Alright.
it's an arcane spell, a warlock can cast an arcane spell, and divine spell. If you can cast a divine spell, then you can cast a divine spell. If it's on a scroll. If you're I don't know, a rogue that can't cast any spells, then you're not going to be able to cast a spell.
We
It
did
allows you
also.
to cast it without the material components.
There were 2 healing potions in the chest.
Correct. 2 basic healing potions. A potion of +2 strength that lasts for a duration of 1 hour.
Is that what it is? +2.
Yep, +2 strength for a single hour. Then there are 2 bags of red powder that, when sniffed or when ingested, gives you the dash or disengage as a bonus action. It deals 1d6 damage when inhaled and can affect everyone within a 5-foot radius, I would assume, or within 5 feet of you. And then we had 2 Seric iron crossbows. But then, you said we found that armor and mace, and I think, Brother May you took it?
Yeah.
Because I don't have use for it.
Yeah. I don't think anybody was interested in the armor.
Yeah, and then we found a bunch of gold and a bunch of platinum as well.
Okay.
All right.
I have those numbers.
So, Sergeant Rock, why don't you roll me a d20?
Is there a button for that? Poof. And. Yeah, 19.
Nice.
That could be good or bad.
And who wanted to take the healing potions? Who wanted to take both or split them?
Sergeant Rock has healing light, so he usually can just use that to heal himself or others as a bonus action. So he feels like he doesn't really need a potion.
And I'm usually the first one down, so
You want to take one or both?
You can hold on to them.
No, we want to have them on you. That way, whoever gets to you first doesn't have to use their own. They just use yours in
Okay.
case. But make sure we know where it is. But don't put it in a big pocket that says potion of healing, or else the enemy will come.
All right.
I was just curious because I also had a few potions myself. That's why I didn't want to be the one to have them, and then no one else have
So
some
Sergeant
potions as well.
Rock, you have advantage on an ability check at some time during the game.
Yeah, I had 2 other boons that I thought I had written down.
Uh-oh. If you don't have them written down or don't know what they are, you don't have them.
Here I have a boon that it's a card of temporary hit points. So if I throw the card down, I think I get 15 temporary hit points.
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yep.
It's like a free hit die roll without spending a hit die or something like that.
And then now I have advantage on a skill check.
When you use the reward, you get 2d8 hit points plus 1 hit point per level of your character in temporary hit points. Temporary hit points add to your total and are deducted first when you take damage. Once they're gone, they may not be healed.
You pre-rolled it and gave me 15
There you go. Okay.
when the time comes. So is this advantage also a card that I throw down to get
Pretty
advantage?
much. You'll say, I'm going to use my advantage card on da-da-da, and pretty much that's what happens.
Okay.
Alright, now I'm trying to find our Sea Monster soundtrack, since I don't see it on here.
So, and I'll save the card of 10 hit points for a time after I give everybody 10 hit points. When those get wiped out on me, then I'll just throw that down and say I need more 10 hit points. It's the other bone.
Huh, okay, well we won't have sound tonight. Because I can't seem to find my sound I had last time. With the sea monster crushing everything.
No. Not a sea monster crushing everything.
Well, yes. Okay, well. I'll look that up later and deal with that later. Alright, so, yeah. You guys come running up on top deck and you notice that there are these very rotted, very desiccated looking tentacles wrapping around the ship, breaking the mast and just all generally squeezing the boards, and you hear crunch and breaking of and splintering of the boards of the ship. You hear the crew members screaming and running around with their, like chickens with their heads cut off because they don't know what to do. This is a kraken. They've heard sailor stories of what happens when krakens get a hold of ships, but this one here is an undead one, so it makes it even more scary for the sailors. So, let's say we start this show off with a little bit of an initiative roll, shall we?
Yay. I gotta find which person is mine. Because I have control over several people. I'll just assume this one.
I'm selected. Now I can roll.
I'm going to use this one right here. Because I don't have a kraken one and I couldn't find a good one prior to now.
That's not a kraken.
It's big, it's got tentacles, it works.
It's a cuckoo beast.
Okay, apparently I've zoomed in way too far. Ah! Let's put our initiative roll tracker over here. Okay, so click your target and roll the initiative. So that's going to be
Yay.
5.
It is a very patient kraken. He's busy doing other things. So we're all fresh, right? This is a couple days after the vampire fight.
Yes.
At least a day, yeah.
Yeah. So don't forget, everybody has 13 temporary hit points from the morning's briefing. Proper way to prepare sea rats.
I accidentally clicked that. My initiative's 19.
Okay, give me a second, and I'll get you to give them to me.
Intelligence, wisdom.
Alright, so let's see. Surge.
Wow.
19.
Spells tab is substantially changed.
Alright, may I?
6.
He says proudly.
Alright, Sergeant Rock.
14. Wait, what?
Okay, there's that.
I thought I had this character sheet set up, but I didn't. That's why I had to roll it like that. Alright.
That's fine, I messed up anyway. I
Oh.
cleared everything even after you guys clicked it, so I had to go back and do it.
Oh, alright.
Alright, so it was an 11, so she goes on a 13.
I don't like the way that thing looks. It's big and scary.
Yeah. Well, the skipper of the boat's going to have to go over and just tell him permission to come aboard is denied. That should get rid of him.
Okay, so with
Like,
that,
okay.
as you come out of the captain's quarters from your nice little discussion, you see these tentacles all across the boards of the ship, and they've been crunching on the ship for a little while. So tell me, Serge, what would you like to do first?
Well, I'm going to look and see a tentacle and throw not a fireball, but a flame ball at it.
Flame ball or firebolt?
It's a produce flame, and I can throw it 30 feet. So I'm going to get within 30 feet of the kraken's nearest tentacle and launch a flame ball.
All right, well, roll to hit then.
Druid fireball.
25
Yeah, baby.
for 2d8.
All right, 25.
Does that hit?
Yes.
All right.
Give me some damage. 11 points of damage.
Fire damage,
Fire damage.
Is it dead yet?
please.
No, it's not.
It's just a zombie in cracks.
Yeah, so it should have, like, what, 2 hit points?
Sure not.
Oh.
All right.
But it also has that zombie constitution save, which it always makes.
I'm hearing a little meta there, Sarge. We sure about that? All right, so with that, you fire off this little blast of fire, and it hits one of the tentacles, and it sears a little section, but the tentacle doesn't even twitch. Is that it for
Not
you?
good. Yes. That'll be all I do.
All right, so next up, Sergeant Rock.
Sergeant Rock. Is this is the rear deck? Is it? It's higher than the mid deck, right?
Yes.
All right. So I run over the rail and I say, "Get off my ship!" And I will cast my most powerful. I guess I'll use a hex spell to give myself the extra d6, and I will fire my M1 rifle at this creep. Damn. I'll fire, guys. So my 11 misses.
11.
Yeah.
Sorry, my thing is in the way of seeing some of this stuff. So yes, 11 does indeed miss. That was your first
But
shot?
26 for 11 points of damage, 9 force, 2 save. And I will also do one of these things.
Okay, well that tentacle shifts down the the deck of the ship by about 10 feet and decides to start wrapping around the mast. So I guess looks like it's my turn. Alright. So let's see. She steps out, looks at the kraken, and as you're looking, this long black blade comes out of her hand. It looks like a long scimitar you've seen in some of the old Japanese kung fu movies you used to watch there, Sergeant Rock.
Does it go?
Doesn't make any noises, but then again, that was long after your time.
You're right.
But this black bladed, looks like a samurai sword, but a little longer, comes out. She jerks her arm, and it looks like the thing that she wears on her arm slings out into a shield, and she slams the sword against the shield and creates this reverberating noise and casts Shatter on the creature. So it must make a... What is that going to be? A Constitution saving throw. And that is going to beat her save, I'm sure. Yep. But it still takes half damage, which is... What is that? It's going to be 5d8. So it'll take another... What is this? 11 points of damage to death?
Oof.
Alright, so it takes half that damage. And you do notice that some of the boards and stuff around the tentacle that was hit with it are breaking even more due to the blast of the sound. With that, I believe it's Brother Mayai's turn.
Okay. I like, just for flair, go up and slap the tentacle and say no and do turn undead.
Okay, so that is going to be
A wisdom save.
Did you have a rolled up newspaper? That might give you advantage.
Black, stop it.
say wisdom.
Yes.
All right. No, not that one. That one. Really?
Yes.
Well then.
I hope it doesn't have legendary saves. That would ruin it.
Actually, it does. Thanks for that.
Fuck.
Well, tick one of those off.
So yeah, I will definitely use one of my legendary resistances for that.
Why?
Why not?
Oh, that's kind of funny. Roll 1. And what was that save it had to make?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, con save.
No, that
All
was
right.
wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Oh, was save.
Oh Jesus.
But it's a crit one. So,
So that's the reason for the legendary resistance.
what about that 1d100? You know what I'm trying.
No, we don't have that for failed saves, but I can start using it if you want.
No thanks.
I think that would be bad for me.
I rolled
think this is
terrible
bad
enough.
for me.
Yeah.
Well, fine.
All right, so with that, I guess it's my turn.
My bonus action, bringing out the barrel and gonna smack it again.
All right.
Where's there it is. I said no.
And that's a miss.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm done.
Did you say now you're dead?
I said now I'm done.
Oh, I thought you said now I'm dead. I was like, wait a minute, I haven't even hit you yet. All right,
some more.
so let's see. All right, where we go? Let's see. First, we're gonna roll this. Sergeant Rock seems to be the target for the first one. Let's get rid of that +7. You guys will have a shit fit if I show you that. I still don't know how to DM roll, so I was told, but I don't know how to.
It was like /GM. Would that be how you roll?
Yeah, /GM, and I guess. How do you hit roll? Just roll D20.
I'm checking right now.
No, that's an unrecognized command.
Type /GM roll, one word, and then the what you want to roll.
Okay, does a 22 hit you there, Sergeant Rock?
It sure does.
Alright. You will take 20 points of piercing damage.
Oh, stop that. Well, the first 13 come off my temp hit points, so I take 7.
Alright, and... You are thrown 10 feet back, and let's see, where exactly are you standing right now?
I just threw myself 10 feet away from the beast.
And is this you up here?
Yeah, I was by the wheel.
Alright, so you're prone over here by the railing. And since there was nobody behind you, because I don't see, you do notice there's a few less crew member on the deck of the ship than what you remember seeing before you went inside. Alright, so that is it for his turn. Wait a minute, I messed that up. Give yourself back 3 points, and it wasn't piercing damage, it was bludgeoning.
I feel better.
Alright, so that was it for both those attacks. So he used the fling. Alright, so I guess we're top of the round. That would be Surge.
All right. Do I get to choose what I summon if I use conjure animals?
If the spell gives you that choice, then yes.
The summon creatures are. Well, I think take space spirit, choose one of these spells. It says the DM gets to choose what is summoned. I think that's that one with the fairies and pixies. So I'd like to conjure up, I think it's 8 giant poisonous snakes
Okay.
onto or around the kraken.
All right. So you have 8 poisonous snakes on the deck of your ship.
Do you want them to have their own initiative or go on mine?
They'll go on yours.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to have you roll 8 different initiatives.
Well, I figured I could put them in one
I
initiative,
know.
but it's your call.
It's good enough. Just let them go on yours.
Alrighty. And as a bonus action, I want to say I would.
And you guys did not see my roll, right?
I didn't see your 22.
Okay.
You said that's what you had.
I do see Sergeant Rock sent me a roll, so.
I did a DM roll.
Okay.
So apparently anybody can do a DM roll.
But you can't see it when you roll it, can you?
No, I could see it. I don't know if anybody else could see it.
The spell says to roll initiative for the group, but they can go on my turn, whichever you want.
Go ahead and roll it then. We'll add them to it.
All right. They will have, I'm assuming, just a d20. And that spell is a action. And as a bonus action, I don't think I have much to do.
Can they not
Bonus
go ahead and
action.
attack?
They have their own initiative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to make that for sure.
Okay.
So yeah, I will stay back from it a little bit to wherever I was. Yeah, I'll just stay back from it a little ways to command them.
All right. So let's see.
Because I was 30 feet away and I just want to kind of stay away from it.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, let's see. Oh, like Sergeant Rock apparently. Sergeant Rock, does an 18 hit you?
It does.
Okay, you get smacked by a tentacle again. This time you didn't get grabbed, but you do get smacked. Actually, 17 points of bludgeoning. Give me a SC. Nope, you're grappled. So you're restrained.
Well, I have a response for that. Right as he does that, as a reaction,
Yep.
I'll use my other spell slot to trigger. Where is it here? What's moved? Return fire. As it comes in, I do hellish rebuke.
All right. And that's a dex save on my part. And it's dex, right?
17 dex. Or
Okay.
16.
I take the damage. Complete. How
Right.
much is it?
Oh, ignore the higher level spellcast. It's just the 40. I've set it up to do 40.
Actually, what do you mean higher level spellcast? Because you cast your spells at the highest possible level.
Right. And that's why I've already set it up to be at a 4th level spell. It already does the 5 dice.
Oh, okay.
So when it's to do it, just added 3 dice. It shouldn't have done that.
So
But it's points of fire damage. Does
40
that affect
points.
it? Oh,
You say 40 points, right?
yeah.
Alright. It looks like fire did cause some damage to it. And this time the tentacle that smacked you it caused enough damage it releases you and curls back a ways.
Good.
So you're still prone on the deck, but you're not grappled at the moment.
I don't want to be grappled.
Alright, so it is now your go.
I I step right back up to my position, but I stand up and step right back to my position at the helm. And I grab onto the wheel so that if I get knocked back again, maybe I won't go as far. Well, after I fire my M1 rifle at this guy a couple times.
Okay, go
Let's
for
check.
it.
Robert, I have to make a Constitution save to see if I'm still concentrating on my hex. Yep, it's still good.
All right.
So I'll blast. So if I cannot blast the central creature, I can only blast tentacles.
Well, I mean, it's taken out of the central creature's damage, so.
Okay.
But all you're seeing right now are the tentacles. The bulk of the creature seems to be underwater.
All right. Well, that'll hit him.
Yep.
19 points.
And I'll take that 19.
Shoot him again. I don't think that'll hit him.
12 does not hit.
No.
Alright, so with that...
Oh, and as a bonus action, since I seem to be getting all the wham, I'm going to burn a healing light. I'll use 2 of my pool and heal myself for a pathetic amount of damage.
Alright. Noted. So my turn. Okay, so... what is the actual... where'd I put that? Okay, you don't quite catch what she says, but she whispers to her blade, and the next thing you know, her outline kind of shifts and changes where you can't actually tell exactly where she's standing. And then she will move. I don't even see her on the board. Do I even have her out there? Alright, well, she will move. She'll try to get covered just inside the doorway y'all came out of. With that, it is now... what do we got next? May I?
Snakes?
Next? No, the damn snakes in the damn boat.
So do you want me to put 8 snakes on it, or do you just want us kind of theater of the mind
We'll theater
snakes?
of the mind that, because it's easier that way.
Yeah.
Because you
All
got
right, so 8 giant snakes, medium creatures. They'll all go towards the nearest tentacle, and I'll try and make a bite attack on that tentacle.
All right, go for it.
All right, so so 16, 19, 14, 15, 21, 10.
Okay, so you have a +6 to all your rolls.
Yeah, they're +6 on them, but it didn't add it like I wanted it to because I'm an idiot.
I see that.
So what's
So,
like what's the
first
lowest one that
hits,
hits? So the
second one
15
hits. Let's see, the first
does an
one-
11 hit
the
and
first
does a
one-
15.
The first roll you made is the sweet
16.
spot. That's the sweet spot. So
So a
anything
16
lower
will
than
hit.
16 is a no good.
So 3 of them hit. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Yep.
And that's a D4 +4 for damage.
Okay.
And then
How much of that is poison damage?
it needs to make a Constitution 11 Constitution save for it to avoid the poison damage. Unless it's just a moon, then we can just ignore that.
Okay. So give me the initial damage.
So 7, 5, 6.
7, 5, 6. So 3, 2, 3.
And I don't know what these be. Magic for being summoned or non-magical creatures?
Well, they're magic summon them, but they're still considered unmagical creatures.
All right, perfect.
Yeah,
I was just curious if that would matter at all. And then,
It does.
is it
seem to
immune
matter.
to? Okay.
And you don't see any indication that the poison's doing any good.
All right, just as long as I
And
don't need to
in
roll all those.
response
cons.
to being bitten by at least 3 out of the 8 snakes on this boat, It flicks its tentacle. Oops. Okay. See, who do we have here?
I think that could be me. Sure, it's me.
You sure?
I have no idea which one would have been me because I have
This is
control over a
she,
couple of
right?
them.
She's down here.
I cannot control them, so it's not me.
All right, let's see.
Yep.
I just have control over a
Who's
few
that?
of these guys.
Yeah. That
Are
guy,
these just pirates and buccaneers or whatever?
this guy, and oh. Okay, hold on. These three up top are our crewmen.
Okay. That one was knocked into the water.
Okay.
And that's it for that. Alright, Brother May I, you are now next.
Okay. Well, the crewman that went in the water, he's going to work his way back up the ship. And the two other,
Right. That's a hit.
all right.
So, first
And then
one's a
for-
miss.
Then for me, I need a. Let's see, what is this? I need a charisma save 14.
I hear the undead are awful charismatic creatures.
Cheery, even.
So charisma. Okay, it's a 19.
Okay. Then I will smack him with the spiritual weapon.
Go for it. And that barely misses.
Alright.
Alright, so with that, is it now his turn?
Yep.
Alright, first of all, let's see. $26 to the guy in the water.
That hits.
Alright, he feels something wrap up his legs and yank him under.
Okay. How far up did he get?
He had
From
just
flying
got to
back
the
up.
edge of the boat, edge of the ship, when it reached up and grabbed him.
Okay.
Let's see, who do we hit next? Okay, that would be. Looks like May I.
Give me a wisdom save.
You say wisdom, right? So. I would help if I actually typed it in the dang screen there, huh? It's 15.
All right. That makes that save. So bring it.
$29 to hit.
Let's check your
Just
armor class.
barely.
Just barely. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. That will be. Where are we at? That'll be 17 bludgeoning damage, and you are grabbed by this tentacle.
Oh, that's
Mm.
actually.
That'll end his turn, and we'll go back to the top of the round to Surge.
I will throw a flame ball at it.
Alright, throw it away.
I don't think that hits.
No, I'm sorry, that does not hit. So you hit the mast of the ship or something, trying to aim for the creature.
All right. I look at May-I and I look at Rock. How are you guys looking?
With the 13,
Health-wise.
yeah, the hit points I took only 4, really, because 13.
So you're both still looking pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then, yeah, I will. I don't think I will do anything else other than tell the snakes to keep attacking them, keep up the good work. If you guys are both looking good for right now, then that's all I'll do. If there's any cover to take, I'll take a little bit of it. Little's better than none.
All right. So
Like this railing. If I'm not going to disengage, I'll just kind of stick next to this railing, crouch down.
Then it's me.
Yes, but after Surge's action, he'll take a legendary and fling Brother May-I.
Hey, what?
You're being flung out to the water.
Would this be considered an attack?
No, you're already grappled. This is just releasing you from your grapple
Okay.
in a violent manner. You are thrown up to 40 feet in a random direction. So let's see. Random, we'll use a D8 to decide.
Okay.
Starting from
Wow.
12 o'clock and working our way around.
Wouldn't a D12 suit
we'll
that
do a
better?
D12. That's what I was thinking. We'll do D12. So we're looking at 10 o'clock. So you are flung. Where are you at, Brother May-I? Alright, so you are flung right about there.
I don't like that much.
Okay.
And Sergeant Rock, you're up. Oh, concentration on anything, Brother May-I?
Nope.
Okay. Sergeant Rock?
Sergeant Rock, he's going to continue to just lay down a base of fire in the general direction of the creature. Bang.
Bang.
The accident.
Yep.
14.
I'll take that.
And he'll do a repelling blast. I guess it's not really doing anything.
It does knock the tentacle that you hit back from you by about 10 feet.
All right. Now, keep up the fire.
That
I hit
definitely
twice in one
hits.
round. It's a miracle.
Oh,
13
nice.
That's 15 more points.
All right. Not liking this. All right, so
And then I'll move over here, dangerously close to the rail, and interact with the object with rope that's hanging on the side of the ship and try and throw it out to Brother May-I.
all right.
That's it for me.
At the end of your turn, all right. So whoever's got control of she. He is now grappled and takes 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
4 points, then if the temp, so burn through the temp, and now he's got 4
All
damage.
right. He is currently grappled and restrained. And we didn't put him in the mix, so we'll just have to figure that out. That was at the end of Sergeant Rock's, so I guess I will... what is mine?
Is that Melly?
Yeah.
Melatonin.
Checking my Eldritch Blast, +7. Okay, hit. Damage
All right.
on Eldritch Blast is D10 +4 on both.
Yeah.
10 and 11. I don't recall having any adverse features added on top of that, other than adding my charisma to the damage. So you know what? As a bonus action, I think she might as well do the Hexblade's curse, or whatever, on him.
Oh yeah, so you got a Hexblade's curse. Definitely do it. Even better than my curse.
Okay, so with that, those actually, well, she can't do that because she did that afterwards. So that's only going to be 21 points of damage at the moment.
Oh, by the way, I hexed the giant creature's strength.
Thank you. Alright, so into my turn. Let's see. Next up is your little pets.
All right. 2 crits, all but 1 hit,
Wow.
and 2 of them are crits. So that's
All but 2 hit.
The 7 and the 8 will fail, but yeah.
The 8 and the 7 both fail.
So that's 6d4.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
So we have 8,
24.
a bunch of 6s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 times, or actually, so there's 2 2s for damage
3.
because it's
3,
1d4 plus 4. No, wait.
3.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 4.
Okay.
So it's 8 plus 4 is 12.
Okay, thank you. That's where I was
Yeah,
messing
so
up.
that's 8 plus 4 is 12. 6.
So it'd be 3, 3,
6,
3. So it's going to
6.
be 9.
Oh, wait, 6, 6. 4 plus 6 is 10.
So that's another 5.
And then
The
that's
last one is
6 and 5. So have those 3 and 2.
Okay, noted.
The snakes actually did some damage. That's good.
Alright, so now it's Brother May, you're in the water. There is a rope floating in the water nearby. What would you like to do?
I will grab the rope and go to the ship. You said this guy here's tangled?
He's underwater, you can't see him.
He's gone. He's probably in the mouth.
Well, no, he's one of our crew guys. Can you do a strength check to break it?
Go for it. He flexes and bulks and pulls. The only thing he's doing is using up his own oxygen.
Okay. Well, he's got 2 minutes. He's good. The other 2 crew.
Okay.
Will be useless.
Yep.
I'm only climbing up as much as my movement will let me. That way I can have my action and bonus action. And that action will be... have him make another charisma save 14.
You said charisma.
Yes.
18 on the roll.
All right. And then the spiritual weapon continues to be useless.
Yes, just a barrel floating around its tentacles.
Okay.
Okay, so then it's now... Okay, so... One thing happens you don't see. Your guy in the water. How much hit points did he have? Because as of right now, I know he's down at least 17.
He's 45 total.
Okay, well, he'll take another... Let's see. Where's it at? There it is. Okay, he takes another 24 points of... Well, it might be a good idea to... Yeah, he takes another 24 points of damage as he is being chewed on.
Oof.
Okay.
He is, what, medium size?
Yep.
And he is now blinded and restrained, for he is inside the kraken.
He's swallowed.
And that's that one. You see... Let's see. Let's see which one of you guys is next in line. Well, Brother May I, as you're climbing up the side of the ship.
Wisdom save.
You said wisdom, right?
Yep.
Let's check that. Alright, good. Jeez. Help if I actually, highlight it to roll it on the thing. Okay, wisdom save, that's a 9, so I'm guessing he needs to attack somebody else, right?
Yep.
Alright, so...
Or forfeits his attack.
Then I guess he'll have to attack somebody else with all these tentacles. Surge!
Oh, yay. Hopefully this cover I'm using helps. The tiny bit of railing. AC of 18.
Alright, tell me exactly how this tentacle reaching for you doesn't actually get you in the most bad way possible.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, it's been trying to tap the mast, right? And then it reaches for you around the mast, but there's splinters sticking out of the mast. A lot of them. And you dodge around it, forcing it to reach around through all those splinters. Gotta hurt.
And somehow that particular tentacle got itself tied in a knot around the mast of the ship.
perfect. It's just that far from me, though. But it's got itself caught around the mast and tied together.
And with that, one more thing. I need to know who is right in this area. Anybody in the crew?
There's someone on the mast. And there's someone right here, it looks like.
Yeah, it's a couple of crewmen there.
Okay, well, they need to make a saving throw.
Well, one of them is actually she.
She's actually grabbed right now. So
And I have no idea what's in the crow's nest because we didn't have anyone in the crow's nest.
Well, I think I always.
That's your vampire from last time? That's the floating?
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't touch him. Can anyone else?
Nope. Oh, I think that's your vampire in mist form.
Well, if it is, I can't touch him.
Could be she.
I thought
Hey.
she was this guy over here.
Yeah, that's she down there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't touch that guy, but I can touch this fella.
Yeah, this isn't any of us.
Could
I
have.
I can't even move him as the GM.
Well, it's not there then. If you can't touch it.
There. We'll move it out of the way. I'll just delete it. Alright, well, never mind then. Give me a dex saving throw for everybody up here.
one crewman, and I don't know who
Looks
this
like
other.
2 crewmen and you should be the ones that are up there.
One of the crewmen has been tossed off the side, weren't they?
Yep.
That's this one.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's these two, and yeah.
And I thought Sergeant Rock's over here, so yeah. So it'd be this crewman, Sergeant Rock, and I believe you're still off the deck on the side of the ship, right? Man?
Right.
Okay, so you're not
Yes.
there. But I need these two to make a saving throw.
Oh, just the first crewman?
Yeah, this crewman, and then Sergeant Rock.
Okay.
Reach over to Sergeant Rock. Fine. Break the button for that. I massively fail.
Okay, so massively, you'll take 22 points of electrical damage as a blast of lightning comes down from the clouds above and blasts a hole straight through the ship right here in this area.
Oh no.
This guy make it?
22.
Then he takes half that damage.
Yep.
So he'll take 22 and he'll take 11. And there's a huge hole right here.
So to save us time, the whole point is you taking our ship away, aren't you?
I'm
But-
trying, but you guys are stopping me real good.
Right. I mean, that hole would go through the deck, but I doubt it goes all the way through the ship.
It goes through the deck, not all the way through the ship.
Right.
Not yet.
Okay.
All we have is we have an additional access to the hole, which is good. So I'm going to say thank you.
So with that, that was now Surge go.
So, Sergeant Rock, looks like you just took good old zapping.
I did.
Uh, I'll point at you.
Helmet is a little glow.
Yeah, I'll point at you and cast a healing word at 2nd level. So 2d4 plus 4. Let me roll that up real quick. Take that 6 damage. Or health.
Oh, I've been doing the wrong number here. 6? All right.
Yep.
Take the 27. 27.
That would be my bonus action. And then action, flame ball.
All right, go for it.
Hey, a crit. Okay, I'll take that. So that's
Hey.
2d8 plus 16.
You didn't roll it up to be maxed out.
No, I just put it on there. So that's 6 plus 4. Wait, why is that? I have no idea why it's saying 6 plus 10.
Because that's your 6 plus your bonus points.
I don't have any bonus for the spell. It's just the roll.
Right. But you do 2d8. On a crit, you do an additional 2d8.
Yeah, so it'd be 16 because those are already maxed, correct?
Right. It should have done max on the second dice instead of 2 plus 4.
So what we'll do is we'll get rid of the
Plus
6
4.
and just make it a 16.
Well, I mean, it's 2d8, so it'd be the 16 plus the... What I'm looking at is it says it's a 6 plus 4. I don't know why it's saying 6 plus 10. So would that be 10 plus 16
Yeah, we'll do that.
fire damage?
No. Yeah. Yeah, you got 4 and 6 on the first die. The second die should have been maxed. So yeah, it's 16 plus.
The 10, the 6 plus the 4 is 10 plus 16, 26.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, the all the water around the ship just all of a sudden turns completely black. The tentacles release from the ship. The one that's tied to the mast yanks the mast with it as the creature submerges.
I'm blasting away with my rifle as it goes down. Blam, blam, blam.
do the snakes get an attack of opportunity?
You can go ahead and take one.
I mean, I'll take what I can get.
We don't want it coming back.
Each
So,
one of them need to make a Constitution saving throw, by the way.
Before or after?
So it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so that's 6 hits. So that's 2 or 5 halved, 8 halved, 5 halved, 6 halved, 5 halved, 7 halved.
Okay, so after the second one, every time they bite into it, it seems to twitch. Just before it goes in the water.
And then they need a con save.
Everybody in, we'll say from here to here needs to make a con save. So I think that only gets, what, you?
So all those are +1 for the con saves. So 20, 19, 12, 7, or 18,
All right,
20.
every one of them takes 5 points of poisoning damage.
Ooh, so they all failed, or?
No, that's half.
Oh, they all saved. Okay.
I mean,
All right. They take poison damage.
The 6 and the 8, what are they?
It's all +1.
All +1? Oh, my bad. So
Yeah.
1, 2, 4, 5. What is that? 8. All take 5. The others take 11.
Okay, so 1, 2, 4, 5 are alive.
And 8 is also alive.
Yeah, 8 made it as well.
Right. Throw
Okay.
3, 6, 7 died.
And I think you're in that range too, so why don't you give me one?
All right, I will give you a Constitution save. It is
Let me
+2.
verify the distance here. Yeah, you're right inside the range.
All right.
Whoever this is right here
That's a fail on my end.
is just outside the range.
Good.
So yeah, you're the only one out of the crew other than she, of course, it's within the range. You will take 11 points of poisoning damage.
Okay.
And the creature is gone. With your mass, you have a
Did
very...
it take all the way, or did it let go of the mast?
Oh, no, it was tied around it, so it yanked it with it.
It's not very nice of it.
Yeah, I'm a little angry about that.
The ship seems to be listing pretty badly. Lots of broken boards. You do notice you only have 2 crew members left. And she seems to be missing. Because it was holding on to she when it decided to escape.
There's going to be a lot of running around doing mending. Save my boat.
I don't think there's much left to save. I think the ship's pretty far gone.
We're
I don't
gonna
think
need a
we're-
ship.
I don't think running around mending it that way is going to fix it anytime soon.
Takes a minute to cast each time.
And Melly's accent just went weird.
A little bit.
Is there a way to move these or something? Because I don't know why it's off the screen. Alright. So, we're out of initiative for now. It's almost as if something caused those shipwrecks you see in front of you.
I want to say I have an inkling that this is what caused all those shipwrecks.
I think we put a stop to that. I think we should be able to get some benefits from local insurance company that's been having to pay out on all those ships. So we need to get into town and check with that insurance company. In the meantime, do we still have a lifeboat on our ship?
Yes,
What's
you
insurance?
you still have a dinghy. I was about to ask the same thing myself.
Wow.
He does certainly have a strange way of talking.
Do you mean assurance?
Now, where I'm from, a ship like this would always have at least supply of insurance. So,
Sure. All right.
so the ship's not Is the ship actually taking on water?
I think it'd be best to
It's
make
taking
sure it's not going to
some. I mean,
sink.
have you going to check the lower decks and find out?
Oh yeah, I'm
You're
going
not
down
seeing
there.
any up here, but the ship is listing to the right.
Well, I'm going to go down there and try to do some mending and see what I can do.
All right. Once you
Well,
get
I'll tell the
down,
guy.
you get down to the
Repair-
very bottom deck, and you do notice there are some fractures in several locations that water is seeping in through, and a real big one in the front. It's almost like something had reached in. So you are taking on water in those areas.
Yeah, I don't think I fixed a big hole in the front.
How's it looking down there?
Well, I asked the two experienced crewmen to come down and assess that hole while I start casting mending on the lesser cracks.
Okay.
Maybe
so,
those two guys, they can fix the one hole, and I can fix the lesser cracks. Maybe we can still save it.
all right. So give me survival rolls for both of them.
Okay. Survival.
Well, the first guy hit his thumb in the process of nailing a board up, but it takes a little while, and they're able to patch it some, but it's still got water seeping through it.
Then I'll do mending on that part.
Okay.
Hey, may I, do you know what happened to She? I don't see him anywhere, and he's not under the deck.
About this time, I'm climbing back onto the boat. No. I went swimming.
Is it still real black in the water?
I would say so. Look in the water. Is it still black?
Or is it cleared up a little?
No, it's. Let's see how long. Yeah, by this time it started to clear up, and you see body parts and blood floating in the water.
Of the kraken. Yeah, I get that.
No,
Of course.
no,
Yeah,
you
we
see like an
are-
arm floating here and a leg floating there.
Ugh.
All right. That looks bad.
Not that you can identify, kind of deal.
Hmm.
I'd like to know what happened to my screen, but I'll just leave it be.
Check the finger for magic rings. I don't know if any of our guys can magic.
I'm going to assume that was our pirate guy.
I'll
Yeah.
lower a couple of the snakes into the water and have them swim around and see if they can find anything and to come back up if they do.
Okay, as
Fine.
soon as they lower in the water, one of them gets swallowed by a shark. And, well, actually,
It's a giant snake. It's a medium-sized creature.
it's a megalodon then.
All right. I'll mark off one snake. Never mind then.
I mean, sharks.
It's in a battle with a shark. The others see the shark. I don't know if you want them to go assist with the battle or not. It's up to you.
I'll leave it. It's fine.
How long do they stay around?
An hour.
Okay. And you're looking for using the snakes to find.
I lowered 2 down in, and one's fighting a shark currently, so to see if it can see
Cleverly distracting.
anyone down there that's alive.
Let's see. It does report back that it does find a body,
All right, I will.
but it's not the body you're looking for.
Okay.
On the rudder, on the back of the ship. I don't know if you can communicate with this thing or not.
I am going to cast Speak with Animals. What do you see down there, little friend?
Small body on rudder.
Small body on rudder.
Small body.
All right. Is there anything else down there? How's that shark doing?
Swimming and eating.
Is the
Both
body alive? Can you tell?
Shallow breaths.
All right. I will Hey, can someone help me out over here?
Yeah, it's hard to lower you down on a rope.
Yeah. Go down and try and get the body off the rudder. With us. A couple of my snake friends down there with me now. I'll take them down with me.
All right. So as
As
you
protection.
give me athletics check with advantage using the rope to climb down.
Okay.
Those who are
And I
climbing
give you
down.
guidance. You get guidance from Eisenhower.
What's that give me?
Plus
A nice
D4,
on.
I think.
A D4?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll roll my 2 athletics checks. And I will add a D4 to the 11.
All right.
So that's 15.
All right, 15, decent enough. You crawl down there, and yes, indeed, just on the lip above the rudder, down below the captain's quarters. Hello. In case you guys can't hear the buzzing noise.
Very lightly.
My getting a message, so sorry about that. Anyway, you find a very unconscious individual that just somehow landed on this small lip just past the captain quarters window, as if knocked off the back of the ship. It's the body of Dux.
She's still around.
The body
Oh,
of
this is odd.
Apparently,
Dux is down here.
it would appear that he got knocked off and has been unconscious and precariously on this ledge ever since him and Veyor seem to have disappeared.
I'm going to see if I can see Veyor as well.
Oh, you see nobody else, just
No Veyor, just Dux.
Just
All right.
Dux.
All right,
And
this
your
is awful
snake
odd.
friend tells you they see no other complete bodies anywhere.
Do you see any body that could resemble parts of she? He was up top as well with us.
No,
Okay, all right.
just a mask floating in the water.
You
Just
get
a
that?
mask floating in the water. I'll let them all know that. His mask is down here, but I found Dux.
Oh, it's
But
Matt.
no, yeah, just his mask, and not the quack Dux, but the our friend. He's down here on the lip of this. I guess he got knocked off and knocked out. It's a miracle he's still here. He could have easily fallen off into the water.
Must have been calm motions.
I'll lower down over the side to where I can see him and hit him with a healing light.
Okay, you seem to see any wounds he had on him close up, but he still does not regain consciousness.
Well, he's not going to climb up this rope himself, so we're going to have to tie him off, bring him up.
Yeah, get on it, tie him on with that rope, and try and help him get him back up.
All right, so go ahead and give me another athletics for the pull up.
Guidance.
Who's pulling?
Oh, that'll be me. But I can give myself guidance. And I am not actually all that bad at athletics.
I'm not bad. I'm just not good. That's an
right.
Arcana.
That's just like athletics, except doesn't matter. I rolled a 5, but I do have a better bonus. Let's see this. So the way I keep my character sheet arranged, it's split right exactly between screens on the athletics part.
Oh, okay.
And then I also get guidance.
All right, so it takes a little while to pull the two of them up, but you're finally able to get them over the railing and on the deck next to the gaping hole that's in the floor. Your guys up front are able to repair the hole, but not before they're waist deep in seawater.
Well, we
And,
get on a they're pumping seawater.
Can't you do like control water or something?
I cannot control water. No, not today.
Okay.
No, I can destroy very minute amounts, but I cannot control it. This is too much for me to destroy, even giving me an entire day to. I mean, I would think a bucket would be best.
Yeah, we'll have to start a bucket brigade. Start.
Your 2 other crew members have already started doing so.
I'll get in the line and try to speed things up.
Okay, so it will probably take you the better part of the rest of the day to pull all the water, to bucket all the water out of the bottom of the ship before you can move on. But are you going to stay put while you do that?
I don't think we should stay in one place. I think we should move as fast as we can.
I don't know that we can move.
We have no cells. Our mast is gone. Right?
Actually,
Well, we have one up front, just not.
yeah, the
big
picture
one.
here, we have 2 masts. So the main mast is gone, but we can do some at least move the ship, not with any speed, but we can at least move the ship so we get away.
Okay. Should we move closer to land and then set up camp off just offshore or
What is the
onshore?
deal here?
I'm not sure I want to be on land in this land. There's a blight moving across it. We might be better off just staying on the ship, but staying out of view of the port.
We know there's a kraken.
It started to look like it was getting pretty sick of our attempts of hurting it by the time it left.
I doubt the Kraken will bother us.
Oh,
Okay.
Was all that ink that we saw, was that typical of a Kraken trying to escape?
You've seen octopus do it back when you were, before you stormed the beaches. You've seen a couple octopus do that.
Mhm.
So you would safely assume that was the case.
So I think its survival instinct would discourage it from coming up back after us. And anyway, we're at risk if we're on land of undead coming across and eating us. We're at risk if we're at sea of a monster coming after us. But at least we know we've defeated the monster one time, and that might discourage it from approaching our boat.
possibly.
Hopefully.
Alright, so you guys gonna stay put, try to do repairs, heal up, and all that fun stuff?
Yep.
Stay on the boat, but we're trying to get the boat away from the port. So we're operating what little sail we have to go, at least a few knots and try and get.
You're able to limp it along back out a little further out away from the bay. And you find let's check our map. That's the wrong map. Where's the map I want? There it is. You find a small cove that you might be able to pull the ship into to get it out of the bay and maybe out of hostile waters momentarily, you think.
All right. Is there still a pall of fog all across the sea?
Not currently.
Oh.
I mean, you do see laying low, but it's not close enough that it's affecting you or obscuring your view.
Hmm.
Just enough to cover your view of any of other islands.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys take that time to bucket brigade as much water as you can out.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so let's see. What kind of repairs do you want to do to the boat itself? Or do you think there's any you can do at this moment in time?
Well, we can try and do the little stuff, but with no mast, I don't see us going anywhere anytime soon.
Well, could you druid craft us a new mast?
I will use Druidcraft and produce a something minor. I don't think it could do much. A sensory effect.
Okay.
What is the location of what's the weather going to be in this location? Is it going to be a glowing orb? Is it going to be little snowflakes? A little cloud?
According to your druid craft, it's supposed to be um, sunny with a slight breeze from the northeast. Unfortunately, there's clouds blocking the sun, and you see a fog on the distance,
Mm-hmm.
which should tell you that
The actual weather doesn't agree with the forecast.
yes.
Yeah, which is strange. It did that earlier too when we were in the fog.
Yeah, well, that's because we're being the area is being influenced by whatever's in that tower there. We already saw the blight surrounding the
Yeah, it
city.
was spreading across.
Yeah, so that blight is probably affecting the weather as well.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Yeah.
as you guys bucket brigade everything out and take a moment to see or decide what it is you'd like to do from here, I know we've been at this already an hour and a half. We can take a little bit of a break. You guys use the restroom, and we'll get right back to it.
Well, break.
All right.
All right, so we will be back.
And that is the extent of really
Alright, we are back. You need Alright, so we're moving right back in. We'll be back up and running here in just a second. So, right before our break, our fearless crew faced off against an undead kraken. In the process, lost some good lives, found one that thought was missing, and another one that is currently missing that they have no clue about. The ship, of course, took lots of damage, therefore they've taken their time to try to repair what they could to keep it afloat, and they've spent several hours now bucketing out what the ship has taken on. And, am I missed anything, gentlemen?
Not that I can think of.
Right, we fended off the kraken, and we don't expect it to return.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we let it know attacking this ship is a bad deal for it.
You guys have gotten the ship into a small cove of sorts to kind of protect it from the open waters. So now that you've taken this hours upon hours to bucket out the seawater that had collected in the bottom, what would you guys like to do now?
Well, we need to take a long rest overnight. Sarge will take first watch.
All right, so
Well, we can stay on the ship, or I got a couple of tents we can use if we go onto the shore.
Well, I've expressed my misgivings about the shore. I think there's undead wandering the island. And they'll disturb our sleep.
I did see them in the city, but did I see them out in the forest as well?
you
How
were
far are we from shore?
You're maybe an hour's row from shore if you take your longboat.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys got pretty close to shore and decided not to be in open water with your ship's condition. At least that's what I was understanding.
So the Sarge's attitude, his training is, if you don't know that territory, you consider it where the enemy tends to patrol their territory. You just don't camp there. Whereas the ship is a safe zone. I recommend we stay on the ship and camp out here.
All right, that's fine with me. I was just putting out some options, is all.
All right, so Sergeant Rock, you're taking first watch.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me that lovely Sergeant Rock perception check.
Can I assume that over dinner we took a short rest and I have all my hit points when I start the watch?
If you wish to spit and roll your hit dice, go for it.
Yeah, I'll run off some hit dice.
Look at that.
Wow, that's 47. I think one more might get me there.
What the hell?
Is it broken?
I don't know. Roll one more time.
I just glanced.
Okay, I guess it's not broken.
Good one, good. All right, so I'm at full hit points. Half my hit dice. I'll recover that overnight. So, I have my spell slots back too.
Okay, so give me your perception.
Long day.
Yes, it has been a long day, and of course it's getting dark. So
But I have the superpower.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So darkness is not an issue for you. So let's see. Oh yeah, you got a good view. Alright, so let's see. You alright?
Yeah.
Problem. Somebody ate our crow's nest.
Okay. Noted. You are taking watch for what, 4 hours?
Oh, after dinner, after we do our short rest, I can also give everybody a briefing, and everybody has 13 temp hit points too.
All right, go ahead and give us that briefing. What is the briefing on?
Today's briefing is on the importance of good hygiene. Yesterday's briefing was about the preparation of sea rats in a combat situation, and today's briefing is a follow-on. It's proper hygiene after eating sea rats.
Anybody responding to the motivational speech?
You get 13 temp.
Shut up! I'm trying to sleep.
I don't quite understand why you'd eat the sea rats, though.
Those,
I mean, shouldn't you have enough rations to begin with?
those good berries are a fine option, but yeah, the GIs were issued sea rats, so you eat what you got.
Sea rats, huh?
I didn't know rats lived out in the sea.
Well, just let me know if you ever want normal rations. I got plenty of those. I just don't usually
there a
eat 'em.
difference in sea rats and ground rats?
The sea rats are probably not as tasty as real rats.
Then
You got to.
I'm still a little lost in all of this.
I do a 4-hour watch.
You go ahead and eat your sea rats, and I will eat my rations I purchased at the last place we stopped at.
Who's going to volunteer for the mid watch? I'm getting up.
Anyone?
I can do the mid-watch.
All right, give me that.
Wait.
Let me do my perception. No, I don't want to roll 2 dice. I just want the 1.
Yay! He is totally on the ball.
All right.
Dark vision, just normal.
All right. Noted. 4 hours go by. You see no, hear no problems.
Speak no.
Well, I mean, you can speak whatever you want to. I'm not going to stop you there.
Speak no problems.
I guess Brother May I will
Here
take
knows.
last watch.
Yep. I also have double sight.
That's right. You're
Nice.
a warlock.
Nice.
Yeah, he's picked up warlock in his touch with death every time.
And I will also be using Eyes of the Grave throughout. Just to sense if we have any undead within
Yeah,
60 feet.
60 feet?
Yep.
Undead within 60 feet. Currently, no.
Okay.
You go ahead and give me your perception. How long's that Eyes Grave last?
I can use it's just one round.
Oh, okay. So you have to periodically use it?
Yeah. Whenever I feel little
Perturbation. Another 20. Wowee. Oh,
Okay.
roll.
Alright, noted. Let's see. You do hear a large splash in the water not too far away. But you don't actually see what made the splash.
detect undead.
Nothing within 60 feet.
Alright. It's just close to the end of the watch or beginning of the watch.
Close to the end.
Alrighty. I will peer out and I will nudge the other 2 crewmen.
Oh, hey, Captain. Or, never mind, you're not the captain. You're not the skipper, or whatever. Hey.
I then keep an eye out where I heard the sound as the 3 of us take a look out there, see if anything else pops up.
Aye, aye. So, you get everybody else's attention to try to do a closer look in the direction you heard the splash?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give it to me.
Alright.
Okay.
18, 14, and that me is a 11.
You do see bits and pieces of your mass floating in the water nearby.
Okay.
You've also noticed that some of the other ships that were possibly visible from this angle are broken up a little bit more, and you do see a tentacle or two pop up out of the water. Not real close to you, but between you and the direction where you just came from.
Alrighty. I will. If I wake up the crew now, they won't have the full rest, will they?
Sergeant Rock would have had his. Yeah, he would have had his 8 hours. Surge, I guess, would have had his between the two. So yeah, everybody would have had a full rest.
Okay, I'll wake everybody up. We got a kraken.
Again? Oh.
And I'll point out to where I last saw it.
All right. So you guys look out that direction.
Yeah.
Give me your perceptions.
I'm going to give myself a nice dose of guidance first.
All right, guidance away.
I don't think I can touch that druid's roll, though.
That's a pretty good roll for the druid. All right, 17.
I'm all right with looking in the naturey areas.
You do see shift in the water off in the distance where the ship was, and you do periodically see like a tentacle or something flap up out of the water.
So,
Yeah, it's over there.
And you also see pieces of your completely decimated mast floating in the water between you and the kraken.
Well, I doubt we can outrun it, but it's definitely there.
It snatches a seagull out of the sky and pulls it in.
so it seems to have an area that it likes to hang around. I still feel safe over here. I don't think it's going to come looking for us.
Well, I guess we should at least keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't come any closer, I guess.
And with your perception, Surge, you do notice several dorsal fins between you and there.
Do they look like shark dorsal?
Yes.
Dolphin?
No,
Okay, all right.
They do resemble the shape of a shark's dorsal fin.
There's also some sharks in the water in
say-
between us, so I think it'd probably take care of them before it got to us as well.
Doesn't seem like it's paying them any attention.
That's just my assumption, though.
Well, they're probably drawn by, we lost some crewmen over there
You see 7.
coming. So
7 sharks.
does
We
make it-
really don't want to end up in the water, I can tell you that much.
Now, each fin from this distance looks like it'd be the height of Brother May I.
these
I
are-
really don't think we should stay here. I think we should get onto land.
Alright.
I mean, they're awful large fins. Probably the biggest I've ever seen.
Okay. So we have. Oh,
That's
it's,
just my recommendation, at least.
I'm gonna check on ducks.
He is still confirmedly unconscious.
Okay.
You want to give me any kind of check to see why?
Yep.
You notice that he does have some internal injuries that were partially healed from your magic earlier. It looks like he may have been blasted off the deck somehow. So there is, even after the healing, there are some minor burns on his arms, face, and chest area. It looks like when he landed right above the rudder, he may have shattered a few ribs. But as far as why he's still unconscious, that's kind of a mystery. With the magic of healing you've done, he should have come back to consciousness, unless he was real close to death when he was out there and you guys have healed him. So that he may come around before long, but as of right now, it doesn't seem like he's coming to.
The sergeant's in a coma.
What?
Okay.
He's a. I'm sorry. What was that?
A coma.
And what, pray tell, is a coma?
It's just an extended state of unconsciousness that severe trauma can induce in individuals that have been badly injured or otherwise traumatized.
Don't believe I've ever heard such a phrase.
Well, there's definitely things like comas. So he's going to be out for a while, but we need to try to get some nutrition and water into him. Where I'm from, we would give him an IV with nutrients. But I don't know if you guys have intravenous feeding.
Well,
I'm going downstairs because he's still saying some very strange things to me.
Yeah, I understand about half of what he's saying, but if he needs food and nutrients, the best thing I got, like I said, is this good berry. It gives you everything you need for an entire day in and of itself.
Well, if we're going to administer him food, we have to do it carefully because he'll choke on it if we don't do it the right way, which I don't really know the right way. But I've got first aid training. I believe if we help each other out on a medicine check, perhaps with advantage, we can succeed.
Okay. So.
Well, I mean, we can try this berry if you want.
Yeah, let's try to administer a good berry to him and see if that helps him through the day. I will assist the cleric on administering the druid's blueberry.
I got 10 of them.
All right. So you guys are going to try and medicine this blueberry down his throat without choking him to death?
Yeah. Yep. The
Go for
cleric's
If we just try to give him a healing potion. Does he have hit points?
he's at positive hit points. That's
he's
why
positive on his hit points, but
Yeah.
you don't know if he's max. Like I said, he's in, as Sergeant Rock put it, he's in a form of a coma, whether it's a magically induced coma or if it's a physically induced coma due to the damage he took from what happened to him.
the black.
Alright. Well, since it's start of my day, I'm going to go ahead and sit down and talk with my god and repick some spells.
All right.
Cubans, command. We're going into the undead, so. Oh, nope, that's level 1. Wrong.
Good thing I'm not playing poker with you guys. Screen's got enough light on it you can't actually read what it says, but if it was a handful of cards, you'd be able to read every card I had in my hand.
Yeah.
I want to prepare that one. And I will prepare that one.
Alright, all good?
Yeah.
Well,
We got
hopefully. Probably won't work, but
That's enough nutrition to get him through a day.
Give me the.
I prepared Lesser Restoration.
Alright.
And I'm going to see if that works on him.
Okay, so Lesser Restoration takes care of what ailments?
Blinded, paralyzed, poisoned, deafened.
Disease, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you're confident that he has none of those particular features once you've cast the spell, but he is still unconscious and unresponsive.
As I expected.
But he is breathing He's not breathing shallowly anymore, like he was earlier. He is now breathing halfway decent.
All right. So it's important for a hobbit to have breakfast, and we need to make sure we're back in time for 11sies. Give him another one.
Well, I
Did,
mean,
did your did your
I
buddy
recognize.
did your buddy in the military tell you all about that story he was making?
Yeah. All right.
Before I waste the level 3 spell, could I do like an insight check on whether or not this would work?
With your medicine check you did earlier, you do know that he is not suffering from any of those particular ailments. Therefore, restoration might not be something you'd want to use.
Well, I was looking at remove curse.
Ah, gotcha. Is that
Well, if you're thinking he might be cursed, I can try and detect what it is.
Okay, you do that.
I don't know if it will exactly tell me, but I can at least try.
Go for it.
And I will ritual cast detect magic on
Okay,
him.
you find beyond his typical magic you would have found before, you find nothing else on him. So he doesn't seem to be
magic, and you learn in school, if any. Okay.
He doesn't seem to be under the effects of any particular magic. It seems that his body has just closed itself up to possibly heal whatever trauma he was suffering.
Well, I can tell you, he's not cursed. He's just out of it, I guess, for a while, in a coma, I guess, if that's what you were saying he's in. And
Yep.
the reason I was thinking that I might be able to tell if he was under the effects of any magic is there's a spell I know. I haven't really used it. It makes you seem like you're dead when you're not. So I was thinking maybe somebody had cast that on him, but he must just be here, but unconscious.
And all this talk about your various diagnostic tools, but yeah, I've heard of comas before. We just got to see him through, make sure he stays hydrated, make sure he's got some nutrients in his body. He'll recover or he won't.
Okay.
For today, I'd like to get to shore with a landing party and kind of secure the area, see if there are indeed patrols, and maybe tonight we'll camp ashore when we know the situation a little better. So he points to the three PCs, points to the two guys, you and me. We're going to get on the longboat. We're going to go to shore. The crewman here will take care of ducks, and we'll be back by lunch.
Well, are you sure you want to leave him on the boat with the kraken and all them giant sharks just out there?
I'm sure I don't want to bring him to shore with the undead patrols running around and a non-ambulatory individual who's just going to be accosted. There's great risk either way.
Yeah, there is.
For now, I think he's safer on the boat than he is ashore. The shore is a major unknown. At least here we see that the kraken is operating over there on the other side of the sharks, and the sharks are a deep sea creature. They're not going to come into a cove like this unless they smell something that attracts them.
All right. Once y'all head to shore, scout the area and see if there is a safe location to set up a base of operation.
Well, how long do you think it'd take us to get to shore on that boat?
About an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour of rowing.
All right. Well,
You
I
feel
can
like
get us there
find it?
much quicker if you'd prefer. If you aren't afraid of heights, that is.
Tell me about the plan.
I mean, I can fly us over there and we can do our scouting that away, and then I can bring us all back.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm not trained as a paratrooper
A what?
division. How to climb up cliffs.
I'll stay behind and keep an eye on Demort here and make sure he's well taken care of.
Ma'am, I think that's a fine idea. Yeah, if you could make sure there's somebody on watch at all times in case the sharks come in, maybe you can fend them off. We'll be back within a few hours.
Well, y'all have fun now.
All
All right. So I'm interested in this method that you're discussing there, Serge.
All right, just let's go up to the front of the ship, and I think we'll all be just okay.
All right.
And so, Dan,
Yes.
as not a giant eagle, but a Quetzalcoatlus, the giant flying dinosaur, you know?
No,
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I butchered the name horribly.
But I understand if you want to say quits, but yeah, I understand.
It's a huge beast.
Yep. I had to fight
So-
5 of them today in the D&D game.
In a what?
A D&D game that we were playing in yesterday. We were accosted by 5 of these things, and we were
5
third level.
quitses?
And we were probably going to get screwed, but we had hired a tough hireling with us who got us through it.
Were they
So-
fun with their flyby?
Do you have a CR rating for a quits?
It is challenge rating 2.
Oh, so you're well within range.
I can use it, correct.
Okay, so
And with its 15 strength and being a huge creature, I would assume it's more than enough strength to carry
yeah,
both of
a
them.
quits is definitely more than. Well, I mean, not to mention other games that you can build things on their backs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's why I was assuming you would know what it is.
yeah, we tamed one a day or two ago,
Mhm.
which is loads
All
of
right.
fun.
It's got a fly speed of 80, so it's a little bit faster than a rowboat.
Right. So is that what you're gonna do?
Hmm If they
Alright,
will,
see, now that the mass is not in the way, this huge reptilian-style flying creature just appears on the deck of the ship. Now, I don't know how much history Sergeant Rock knows, but you can roll that for me right quick.
I got a history button. Study school. That's why he wound up in the infantry.
Ooh, jeez.
But he sees a C-47 suddenly appear.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, Sergeant Rock knows what dinosaurs are. And this big airplane-looking thing that he sees pop up on the deck of his ship kind of resembles dinosaurs, but he can't really tell you what kind of dinosaur.
No, he's actually more acquainted with a JN4 Jenny. He's willing to climb the back seat of one of them. And
So this flying beast, if you will, covers the entire deck of the ship, and you guys can crawl on the back.
All right.
mount up.
Climb up on top.
I'll loop a rope around the body of the thing so we have something to hold on to.
All right.
oddly enough, it's got what looks to be minor bits of armor that are connected to it.
Oh, does it now?
Yeah, my armor,
That's right. Druid armor.
Yep.
All right.
it mixes with it slightly to give me a
So,
slight AC
You
bonus.
take off and you make your way towards shore on this huge flying beast. Just inside the shorelines, you should see the map I have brought up for you.
Black, black, black.
Is it?
Yep.
It must be nighttime.
I didn't put it. Makes no sense. There's no.
Let me try something.
You might want to zoom out a little because it's.
I zoomed all the way out, and I got a little black square up.
Did I drag a token onto the top somewhere?
Well, I'm looking to see if I even have you on the right map. Yeah, you should be on the same map I'm on. I don't see a token for you guys.
I have access to one, but I had to click and drag. I think it might be at the very bottom of the map.
All right, what? Oh, well, there you go. I saw something move.
Oh, yep. I have my token, but I can't see the map.
I'm gonna reload the page.
Why can't you see the map? I mean, you're on it, and it's doesn't have any fog of war on it, so let me check my settings on it and see why.
So, by the way, before we take off, I give a briefing on the ship to give everybody 13 temp hit points, including Melly and our 2 crewmen.
Yeah, there is no fog of war turned on it.
Strange. Yeah, because all we see is black. Like, I can't even see my token. I had to click and drag to get a coverage to be able to select it.
Yeah, zoomed all the way out, I see mostly white with just the black over there in the corner. But
Yeah, and I reload the page.
All right, let's try this.
yeah, I see a cow eating grass, but he finished eating the grass. There's no more, so why would he hang around?
Now, can you see a square pop up in the black?
I
Nope.
don't.
Am I still connected? Yeah, I don't see anything.
Well, that makes absolutely positively no effing sense whatsoever.
Did you try smacking the monitor on the computer?
No, I didn't try doing that. So let's try this. If I shift you to this map, do you see anything?
No.
What happened? I saw it starting to load a map. And then
It swapped maps.
it's not changing.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
Your roll 20 might be broken.
It might be. Alright, so let's disable
Yeah.
fog of war. Hit OK.
Can't drop my guy on the map.
Shut you off. Reconnect. You guys can try, I guess, to hit your reconnect and see if it does anything.
That was I'm going to try the reconnect button.
I refreshed completely. Yeah, I just see a big black rectangle.
Let's see.
Are you seeing my pings?
Yeah, I see your pings.
Okay.
I can beat
So,
you. Can I come over here? Oh,
There's-
that's on the map.
Let's try something else.
That's kind of cool.
Let's do this. Now, do you see it?
no.
No change. I can still ping on the map, and I can't ping in the white space.
Okay, well, I turned off the dynamic lighting to see if that was what was causing the problem.
Did you set time of day? Maybe it's the middle of the night.
It doesn't give me that option.
Try to help you out.
That's where I thought the dynamic lighting would come into play, is if it was set. Joy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are definitely having problems. Alright, well, anyway. You guys have reset the game, reconnected the Roll20, and it's still not showing anything?
Correct.
So let me try to see if, now that I've changed the settings, if I move you. Let's try this one. So if I click this, hit OK. If I move you to this one, can you see anything?
Yes.
Now if I
Yes.
move you back to this one, can you see anything?
Yes.
I can't.
See, all I did was move you from one right back to the other.
Perfect.
Alright, so
It makes no sense.
put your characters right up in the top up there. And that is a path that comes off the beach from where the longboat landed.
But it starts us out up in the north.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Poof, there
it's
I am.
just the way I've got it set up to look. The beach cove that you come across, it cuts inland a little, and the closest spot to hit shore has a path that leads south.
Okay.
Alright, so it's the three of you. Who put the square?
That's how big I am. Supposedly with a huge size.
All right. You're a gigantic chicken.
Sure.
Well, should we actually land or scout a little bit more up in the air. Less chance of getting attacked, I'm just saying.
I think you should stay on board, land and let me off. I will scout around and do check stuff on the ground, and I will frequently cast my cantrip message. You see him pull out a walkie-talkie and he says, I will stay in touch with you via walkie-talkie and tell you what I see while you continue a reconnaissance flight.
Okay, so how am I supposed to hear you if you walk and talk? If I'm up in the air.
I cast the spell and I talk to him. As long as you stay within 100 feet, these walkie-talkies work great. So just fly like 50 feet up.
Okay.
He runs over to these gravestones and he reads them. Here lies Lester Moore. No less, no more.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I love it, but it's stupid.
Sometimes stupid. Do these tombstones have any? Are there really tombstones here? Or is this just on the map you happen to have?
Oh, there's tombstones there.
I'm reading them.
All right. So as you're reading, starting from the left to the right, give me just a moment and I'll tell you what they say. The first one says, follow me at your own risk. Second one does say, here's Lester Moore. Here lies Lester Moore. 44 slugs from a 44, no less, no more. And the last one says, where's the last one? Here lies an atheist, all dressed up and no place to go.
All right, not important clues.
We'll say one other says, joke's over, let me out now. But that's it. No actual clues. The dates and stuff on them, you can't really register. It looks like these are very, very old tombstones. You were able to.
Disturbed?
Yeah, you were. Huh?
Were any of the graves disturbed?
Actually, you can't see any disturbance in the ground whatsoever. The only thing marking the fact there was any graves here are the stones themselves. The grass is pretty high in the area, weeded, all that. Stones are cracked, damaged. The only reason you're able to read those interesting remarks is because they're the bigger letters of the thing. The bigger writing on it.
Wow. The Sarge will do some spit shine on them.
All right.
And then he'll start trekking towards the south. He tries his walkie-talkie out.
You do a little bit of cleanup on it. Hold on. You do a little cleanup on it. The one that says Lester Moore says 1973 to 2012.
I get right on the radio and tell these guys, hey, this guy's got some weird dates on there. I think these are made up. Some kind of Nazi trick. Talking about dates in the future. Doesn't make much sense.
You have another one that's next to it. We'll say 2000 to 2070. And then, of course, the one that says, all right, joke's over, let me out, was, say, 2012 to 2053.
And what's the time frame for this realm?
currently, right now, your date is 1834? Something like that?
I can't remember.
I have it written down. I just have to look it up. Give me just a second. Or do I still have it? No. I can bring it in. It's in here. It's in a different location. There we go.
Just up top, circling.
So
Just
Rock,
trying to stay within his 100 feet.
so Rock will scurry along the bushes, getting over here, trying to be stealthy. I'll even make the actual stealth check.
Okay, the date is currently, the year is 1847 by your reckoning. And you do recall that when you landed on the island, it was the 38th day of Mouth, or at least somewhere around the 30-something day of Mouth.
Okay.
As far as what today is, we've not gone to the point of discussing that, so we will take care of that later. But yeah, the year is currently 1847 as far as your current reckoning is concerned.
Okay.
Date never made much sense either.
Which, from your understanding, is back in time from where you left.
So
At
I
least
think
it
these
seems
guys
that way.
have got on their calendar, they're flipping a couple numbers. 43 is more likely. But he doesn't have time to really consider all of this stuff. He keeps advancing. He's not going to go out on the road because that's going to get him spotted, but he's going to sneak around from rock to rock.
All right, so give me a survival check to surveil, or a perception check as well.
I'm going to use a guidance check to improve my survival from 0 to some other ridiculously low. I'm not going to. And perception, huh?
Wow. That is a great survival roll there, Sergeant Rock. That's a rock.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
a bush.
Right.
There's dirt on the ground.
Yeah, he's pretty confident that there's no food here. He doesn't see a burger joint in sight.
There's no golden humps anywhere.
Yeah,
Or none of
Yep.
them.
white spot.
No,
Hey.
no Burger Queens, no golden humps, no Tennessee Fried Chicken, nothing like that.
And he's not even paying that good of attention here with his perception check.
So how about the ones that are flying around up top? Why don't you
But
guys
he's
give me some
amazingly
perception
stealthy.
checks?
He's focused on being stealthy. That's not anything. Wow,
I'm
look at
trying not to block his way, but, I'm trying to fly and not have him fall off either. So I may block his view a little when he's trying to look around.
Yeah, it happens when you flap them huge ass wings of yours.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alright, so give me a second. I hope I actually typed it in. Alright, so I see a perception of 7 from Marcus, and May I, and a 23 from Serge. So let's see if there's
Screech.
anything for you to see. Okay. Yeah, you both do notice what looks to be movement up ahead. Looks like about 5 humanoids in some sort of formation further up the trail from where Sergeant Rock is at. Not being very stealthy whatsoever. From your vantage point as well, off in the distance, you see that blight that you saw the day before has spread further out. Sergeant Rock, could you pull back? Oh no, that's you guys. Never mind.
Yeah, up in the air. That's why I went forward a little.
Gotcha.
It's like just going in a big circle. So I'm about 70 foot up, probably.
Alright, with your 23, you do notice these guys seem a little somewhat bloated looking. They're dripping water How to describe? Let me give you a proper detailed description.
I would convey that, but I can't.
Looks like there might be barnacles growing off of some of them. Some of their clothing and stuff kind of looks like it's been waterlogged and just fallen apart. Their skin and body is pretty much the same, just covered in sores, missing, rotted skin. There's a movie from a huge company. It came out not too long ago. The very first one, no, the second one that had that captain whose ship went underwater a lot. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
The Nemo guy?
No. The one that.
Talking about
that
Pirates
big-
of the Caribbean?
Oh, well, I wasn't going to mention any names, but yes.
Oh, that's right.
I was trying to think, and it's like,
Think of Davy Jones's crew.
Yeah.
oh, okay. So
These
blatantly
guys-
obvious.
Yeah, so
Hopefully
these
it's
guys,
guys.
these guys look like they could have been part of Davy Jones's crew.
All right. How many do I see?
You see 5 shambling up the trail. Also, with your view, you see that the rot from the day before has expanded even further out. Give me an intelligence roll.
I will chirp about 5 times. I will chirp exactly 5 times. Not real loud, just. All right, intelligence. To try and indicate that I'll take it. That's how many I see.
Okay, so
Or to
The
give
rot-
off that hint.
the rot from the time period you saw the day before till now looks like it may have spread from the city at least 2 miles. So you're thinking if it spreads like that or gets faster as it goes further out, it's spreading about 2 miles, give or take a day. So it wouldn't take very. Brother May, I was like, there's Sergeant Rock. What's he hiding?
I'm gonna smack him in the back of the head and say, "Shh, quiet."
Oh, you'll have fun with what's about to happen.
All right. Meanwhile, I'm on the radio with May I going, yeah, I've made it up to a rock. I don't see any good hiding spots ahead. What do you see for me?
I can't see anything really over this damn creature here, and he won't shut up. He's gawking.
Not loud, just 5 times.
Well, Jenny's never were the best observation platform.
Oh. I don't know.
All right, so what would you like to do there, Serge?
Well,
Since you've been popped in the back of the head and told to be quiet.
I'm hoping I'm gonna tilt and try and fly sideways to let him see what I saw
Okay, so
without blocking much, but staying in the air. Just kind
Okay,
of,
so he's trying
put
to
him
position
towards,
you to have a better
but
chance
not
to
like
see.
super
So give
angled,
me
like he won't have to fall.
give me a perception with advantage, here, may I?
Perception.
With the vintage.
Look at that.
Woo!
All right, so as he leans to the left and is doing a banking maneuver, as it's called, and you're holding on, you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? You catch a perfect glimpse of the 5 things shambling up the road.
And again, 5 more light chirps. Probably way over here now.
Now
Out of range.
I got 120-foot range, and you're 50 feet up.
I'm a ways away, and I mean, I'm up there because I was trying to give him a turn. I'll be back around towards you in a bit. Like I was saying, I was trying to stay within range, but trying to give him that view might not have been helpful, but I'll be back over in your range.
I'm on the.
Get closer up. And go ahead.
Tell the passenger. You would tell the pilot to pipe it down. He's drawing attention.
I'll lean and say, "Quiet! There's some monsters down there."
I'll peer up over the rock to see if I see Nazis coming.
Okay, give me your perception.
Not just any type of Nazi, a zombie Nazi. If they had such a thing.
Oh, you can see it just fine because these guys weren't apparently doing a very good job of hiding to begin with. So you
All right.
see, obviously, 5 of them marching up towards or shambling up the trail here. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I know what a properly trained soldier does in this situation. Pull out a grenade, get ready to do some frag out.
Alrighty then. So
I'm not going to attack unless I see an opportunity for someone else.
Say, am I assuming we're going to try initiatives?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm out of.
Tap on the guy, say, or Dan's going to point down, like,
I get a gist of you want down.
possibly.
Well, you'll get down when I let you down. Unless you want to drop 70 plus feet. Hey, you can get down after I go.
You might want to have feather fall before you do that.
I got a lot of movement. Hopefully I won't drop him.
This guy and then do that.
Alright, so... Alright, yeah. I got plenty.
We have a 20, so if I roll this, can we edit this into the actual number 20? There.
So your initiative was... Ooh, nice.
So I go first, right?
No.
Sergeant Rock's got it. That's what kicks the whole thing off. So Sergeant Rock pulls out. He doesn't have any of the old frag grenades anymore. He ran out of those.
Did you guys put yours in or no? I'm gonna have to do that, aren't I?
Actually, I can...
See,
I
3
could have
for
rolled using it, but I completely
Surge.
forgot. Rock,
You'll find it.
Surge...
Yeah, if you click on the box, you can type in a number.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm doing that right now.
Oh, I can't adjust my turn order.
What was yours, Surge?
I rolled a 14.
14. Okay, so let's do this, do this. Looks like Brother Mayey's is in there, so let me get rid of Brother Mayey.
Yeah.
Sergeant Rock looks like he has his in there, but his showed a 12 in the initiative roll, not a 20.
Now, if you look above that, I
Yes,
have
sir.
the 20, but I hadn't selected my figure, so I re-rolled and then edited in the 20 because I rolled a 20.
Okay, so I will get rid of that one. And apparently when I click, okay, that's cool. It did roll mine, so I don't have to put mine in there. It just
Nice.
shows the creature. So, Serge, you're the only one that messed up.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
You are welcome. I can try rolling again. I don't know how well that'd work,
That's
though.
all right. We got it in there now. So, let's see. I'd love to be able to pull it off to the side. I don't know if it'll work out too well. All right, so with that, Sergeant Rock, you see these guys shambling up the path. What would you like to do?
I'm going to pull out a incendiary art, and I'm casting the powerful spell Wall of Fire.
Okay, and where are you putting it?
Okay.
It's going to be in a circular format, centered right around them, so that there's a wall going around them that points inward and burns them all and gets them on the inside. When they bust out, they'll get hurt some more.
So is it like a perfect circle around them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
Yep. And
Okay.
it's, let me look at the information on this guy. 20 feet in diameter, up to 20 feet in diameter. So I don't need to make it 20 feet. I'll make it, yeah, I can just do a 15-foot diameter wall. It's actually starting from this square here, but yeah, 15-foot diameter.
Okay, so let's see. Starting here.
Right here.
Yeah, I'm saying, where do you want to put the circle? Or the
This is the center of the circle.
If I could move it. Oh well. I
and
tried.
it's going to be right here.
Oh, hey, that works.
Like that.
Well, I'm making it so that they're inside the circle. So expand it out to the squares outside of that.
So there's 5, 10, 15. I think the circle I just made, is that a 15? Yeah, it's roughly 15. Something like that.
All right. Well, roughly, you're trying to keep them all inside the fire, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I need
You
to
make
give you 5 deck saves. All right. What's the DC?
16, it looks like. That's high. Nice.
Okay, so I made it with 1. Definitely made it with a 2nd. Missed it with a 3rd. Missed it with a 4th. Made it with a 5th. Alright, so 3 made it, 2 didn't. What's the damage?
So that damage not been adjusted. So I get to add my bonus in there. So it's 17 points for those who failed and 8 for those who succeeded.
Okay.
I think Wall of Fire is kind of like Fireball. It doesn't go up a level until level 6. Or something like that. It doesn't increase in level.
Okay,
Right.
so
Does it?
Fourth level.
they know
No, what
you're-
I have Radiant Soul, which increases the damage by my stat of fire spell.
And I could be wrong on what I was thinking as well.
But it's a 4th level spell, so it rolled all the damage correctly.
yeah,
Just didn't in my charisma bonus for 5.
as a warlock it
Mhm.
automatically does it. It should automatically do it, let's just put it that way.
Oh, wow, that was a low roll. I thought that 12 was just saying something in particular, not the roll for the damage.
That was a pathetic roll, but I had my charisma bonus to the roll, so that was actually 17 points, but not nearly as good as I was hoping.
Okay, so you're not hiding, are you?
No, I didn't have an opportunity to hide after that.
So, would they take that damage again if they move through the wall? It says enter the wall for the first time on its turn or end its turn there.
Yeah. So they were simply surrounded by the wall. They weren't in the wall when I cast it, and then when they run out, they have to go through the wall.
I think I see what you're saying about how you put it.
Yep.
Okay, well they don't see where the flame came from.
So when they run out of there, they're going to take the same damage again.
They need the deck save again for it, or just take it?
They do get the deck save again. I'm just going to fix the spell a little bit by adding in my stat.
Okay, that time only one of them took all of it.
Roll that damage again.
There
But
it
it
goes.
was a different one.
Maybe it'll be better this second time.
Oh, okay, so this is new damage. I'm about to subtract the damage from the last one you rolled.
Now that's the type of damage we're looking for.
So grand total is 33.
33, 16 halved.
Alright, that's some pretty good damage there.
As opposed to unbelievably pathetic. Yeah. The dice have averaged out.
Okay, some definitely look like they're in worse shape than others. So while we're sitting here doing this,
Oh, after I throw the grenade, then I run back to you.
it doesn't matter. They didn't see you. I rolled a 1 on the roll to see you, and they get a -1 to their spot checks or their perceptions.
They have no idea what happened.
Pretty much. Alright, so let's see. Nope, that's not going to do it. Oh, that's going to be rough. Nope, that's nothing. Alright, so they look like they're readying hand crossbows, and they all look opposite directions to see if they can figure out where it came from. See, Sergeant Rock, you notice the red one kind of looks up in the air at an angle like he's communicating with something. But that's pretty much all they can do. They will move away from the fire. I guess this one will just shamble through the bushes here. Alright. Next up is Surge.
Because I muted myself.
Yeah, that doesn't
I am
help.
going to fly down and make my way towards Sergeant Rock. And on my way by, is there anything for attacking a target that may not know you're there? Is there advantage or anything like that?
If it doesn't know you're there, then there's advantage for the attack.
Yep.
Okay. So, does the red one know I'm here?
None of them know you're here. I rolled a 1 on their spot check, on their perception check.
All right.
I mean, I rolled a 1, and they get a -1, so they have a 0 on their perception.
All right. I will attack the red one on my way by. And I have fly by, so even when I go by, it can't no
do
opportunity to attack.
Alright, give me the attack.
All right, so there is 17 plus 4, 21.
Okay, that was the advantage. Gotcha. So 21. 21 does hit.
Okay. And that's going to be 6d6 plus 2.
Okay, give me the damage.
17 damage.
17 damage to the red one.
And as I get to the end of my movement, I will land to let our friend Brother May-I off if that's what he chooses.
That'll work.
Yeah, sure. So with that, Brother May-I, you are up.
Alrighty. So, I am now over here somewhere.
Behind, kind
By
of right here-ish. Oh, I should have moved.
So you're over there by
flying
Sergeant
and
Rockish.
to let you off.
Okay.
And the attacks are magical for the sake of what it is.
Okay. Well, when you got close, you could smell the rot on them when you went to hit them.
I bet that bite tasted wonderful.
Oh, it tasted real nice, like rancid meat.
Like guts and cabbage?
No, guts and cabbage tasted good compared to this.
Alright.
Like maybe several day old cabbage and rotted guts.
Oh, that just ruins it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
So Brother May runs up.
Yeah.
Oh, Leroy Jenkins, I like it.
Is he yelling "Kamikaze strike" as he runs up?
Well, not just yet.
Let the party begin.
Yeah. Wait a minute, which? That's what. No, that's not one. That's what I want.
We do not have copyright for that, so.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That didn't sound like anything to me.
Nah, generic tune.
All right, I will cast Spiritual Guardians.
And your spiritual guardians look like a bunch of drunk gnomes running around with beer mugs. What was it? What was it?
Actually, it changed ever since the whole death stuff.
Yeah.
It's now just scythes spinning around.
Bunch of spinning scythes. All right, got you. And I need to make a save for those two.
Yeah.
And that's a deck save.
It is Wisdom.
Oh, even better. Let's see, D20 Wisdom. Okay.
Spiritual.
Oh, geez. Okay, never mind. that one definitely friggin' made it. And 15, the 14's a DC?
Yep.
Unfortunately, both red and blue make it. Red with a natural 20. And they take
All right.
half of 15?
On a fail, it just talks about on a fail. Aww.
So they take none if they make
On
it.
a fail, movement is halved and takes 3d8.
Yeah.
Okay, so currently they take no damage then, I guess.
Oh, just takes half damage.
Okay.
On a success.
Alright, so that's going to be 15. Half of 15 is, we'll say 7.
Ooh, that's radiant damage too. I didn't know that's what those were.
Yeah, radiant.
Alright, sweet. Okay, well they both are pretty much... Alright, so with that, that was the... that's the end of your turn, correct?
Yes.
Alright, it's the top of the round. Sergeant Rock, you are up.
Sergeant Rock steps over here, lays his rifle across the rocks, and plugs this guy. Is that blue? Looks like blue.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can hit him.
Go for it. I think you hit him.
Force damage.
That's blue
Yep.
for 12 points.
And I push him 10 feet, trying to push him back into the wall of fire, which should be running through that square that I pushed him into, even though you guys drew it small.
Right about there.
Yep. Which will cause him to take another pass into the wall when he ends the move there. And this is how you optimize the use of a wall of fire.
Look at you all tactical and such. Alright.
And how tall is it? 20 feet tall or 10
20
feet tall? Okay, cool.
Oh, and I got 2 shots, so I'll shoot him again.
Let's see. DC is 5 plus the damage taken. You cause... Okay, there's no way for me to make that save. He is toast.
Oh, that destroyed him?
That one's gone.
All right. I can still move. So then I run out over to here
I didn't even roll his save.
and shoot this guy, trying to knock him back.
Okay, he failed his save too, so okay. So you hit this guy. Go for the shot to hit.
Bang.
Alright, so I'll take 7 and I'll knock him back.
Yeah, he's back in the wall fire. So, outside.
Alright.
Not as good a damage.
It doesn't matter. He's gone.
That was a big round for me. Done.
Okay, so with that, it is now Surge. It's on you.
All right. I am going to take flight, move over to this guy, 45, try and attack him, which is with my bite. I got to make sure I get the right number. It's a. Oh, come on. Where's the bite attack? You're somewhere here. +4 to hit. D20 +4. $21 to hit.
Okay, give me some damage.
27 damage.
27 damage to green. Alright.
5.
Alright, takes your 27 damage.
And then I will end my turn over here in the air.
Alright, so, Brother May I, are you next? No, I'm next. Oh, where'd my guys go?
They were 17. They are after Rock.
Once I killed that guy, it took him out of the initiative.
Oh, I killed the leader.
They were 17 on
I
initiative.
thought so.
Just looked at it and there was no one there, so it's like, oh, okay, I'm up. Perfect.
Yeah, so they should have been before you. Alright, so, Brother May I,
Yep.
see the orange guy there?
Yep.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is he undead?
He is.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
He's not attacking you. He's pulling his mask off and looking at you.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. He pulls his mask down and you see this really frightening visage, but you're able to resolve yourself and not be affected by it.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Am I immune for the next 24 hours or?
Does not give me that option. So this one here will move out. And he will fire off 2 shots at Sergeant Rock. Okay. Okay, 12 is a miss.
Yep. 16 is your target.
But an 18 does.
18 hits.
Alright, you will take 6 points of piercing damage,
Stop it.
plus 3 points of poisoning damage, and give me a Constitution saving throw.
I succeed. Substantially so.
Okay, that crossbow bolt feels like it was trying to pump something into you, but you're able to fight off whatever the effects was from it. Alright, this one here is wondering why there's a huge frigging bird flying around at him, so he's going to fire off at you.
AC is 15.
Okay, because a 13 doesn't work, but a 20 does. So you will take 6 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
3 points of poisoning, and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Let me find my con. It's only a +1. So 17. 5 and 3.
All right, you feel this something pump through the bolt into you, but you're able to fight it off. All right, so
The point.
okay, so this one here. Ducks into the bushes and thinks it's hidden. This one here will back into these bushes and do the exact same thing. That helped if I actually typed it in the right spot. He thinks he's hidden. And I guess this one will do the same thing. Okay, so they all dash into the bushes. What is everybody's passive perception?
12.
13.
How about the birds?
He's gonna have a different.
Passive is 17.
Okay, so you see purple.
I see purple.
You see purple crouched down and trying to hide in the bushes. You do not see the other two.
Okay.
So with that, that's Brother May, you're up.
All right. 10. I take the flames on the inside.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to change the initiative order due to that.
But the wall is in the square you just moved into. You have to
Yes.
stay far back from that. The
It's
red
in
line
the square.
whereas the wall was pointed into.
Okay.
And what is
Gonna
that?
go there and cast Turn on Dead.
All right. And that is a will save.
Wisdom save. DC 14. CR and a half are completely destroyed.
These are clearly not that wimpy because they are soaked up by a lot of damage.
Okay, DC 14.
Yep.
And what happens? What was the other one?
If they are CR half or below, they're destroyed.
Okay, if they're CR half or below. Okay, they're not CR half or below, but if they do fail, they take off running, right?
Right. On their turn, they have to run away from me.
Alrighty then. So it's Sergeant Rock's turn.
Hold on. I think I still have some movement.
A little disappointed that
my
you
bad.
can't see,
Alright.
but he believes
it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes,
What are you doing?
30.
You're checking to see which ones you got.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the fire, but continue on south since that's the direction I saw him run.
Alright, well that one you didn't see after the fact, but you did see him duck into the bushes.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
returning straight south.
Sergeant Rock can't see any of them. He's gonna run over here and climb up on top of these rocks, and ready in action to shoot the first one he sees come out of bushes.
All right.
If they don't come out, if the first one that he sees, so if they fire at him, he'll shoot at that. If they come out of the bushes, he'll fire at that.
Okay, so Surge, you're up.
All right. I see this one that's trying to hide from me in a bush.
Yes, purple.
Yes, I'm going to go over to him, and I'm going to grab him with my feet, my claws on my feet, so I can fly him up into the air.
Okay, go ahead and give me a grapple.
All right, strength check. 20.
All right, well that works.
All
Get a
right.
hold of him.
I'm going to fly him. Half my movement is what I can move with him, or could I move full movement
Half.
as big as I am?
We'll say half.
Okay. I will fly up in the air at an angle.
Does this trigger my?
You see him, yeah. I mean, as soon as he comes, pull him out of the bush. You do see the guy sitting there.
All right,
So
I
it's
guess
up to you.
I prefer to hold my fire until I have one that's shooting at me or one that's coming out of the bushes on its own.
Okay.
I will move over 20 feet and up. How high could I get up roughly in the air?
Let's see.
Because I moved 25, which means I had 60 feet left plus a little. No, 40 feet left plus. I have 80 fly speed. 55 left.
Okay. It'll bring you 20. Okay, you started what here?
I had 25. I moved 25 to him. I was like right here.
Okay, so 25. Grabbed him. And it'll take you another 20 to get here, so that's going to be 45. But you can only move half, so.
Because I have 55 movement left from that.
So that's 25, 26, 27. I'll say. So you got 30 feet, so you're only going to be able to get up. You might be able to get up about. Well, time for some math.
I know, because it's at an angle.
Okay, 25 is your base number. You have. What's your movement rate you have? We said we have 30
I have
foot.
80 fly speed. I moved, let's say I moved 30 of it. So I have 50 fly speed left. So I have 25 feet left that I could fly with him. So I could take him 25 feet straight up, or how far at an angle?
I don't know if this is right or not. Maybe 40 feet up? No, that wouldn't be right. If you go 30 feet at an angle for 25 feet, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So it'd be 600 and something plus 900 equals.
Well, good rule of thumb is to do 1.5. The hypotenuse is 1.5, and we're rounding in this situation. But if he were to,
We'll say you can get him about 30 feet in the air.
All right, I'd like to get him 30 feet in the air above the firewall.
And drop him into the firewall.
Correct.
So go ahead and roll me the damage for
3d6.
3d6 for 30 foot drop.
12 damage for the drop.
And that is purple.
Correct.
Alright. Let me put the thing on and actually bring him in. Alright, so I got that.
and then when he ends movement in the wall of fire, that's going to be bad for him.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
32 more unless he's saved. We're getting some mileage out of this wall of fire.
Yes, we are.
Oh, wait. There may be an issue. We might not get that because I got clobbered and I forgot to roll the concentration check.
I'll drop him there anyway. No,
Yeah.
no fire damage. I'll drop him there
You
anyway.
drop him just as the fire dissipates.
Yeah.
All right, so
But he lands in Spirit Gardens.
all right.
Well, you got him.
Hey, that works.
I got to make a wisdom save on that one, right?
Yep.
Okay, failed that one. All right, got it. Noted. Okay, so he's still standing.
Wow, these guys are tough.
I got to do another roll for. What's your damage on that? Still 15, right?
I can re-roll it if you like.
Nah, we'll keep it where it's at. What color is that?
Purple.
Nope, it's not purple. Alright, so... What is our movement speed? Okay. Do.
Now, technically, he's taking damage, right?
Who?
That zombie there.
For...
Purple.
Purple.
For...
The turn undead.
he's running from you now because of the turn undead.
Yeah, but
No.
if he's taking damage, he doesn't have to run.
Yeah, it turned off the turn.
Thank you for the reminder of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's still here. And technically neither does the other one that's hiding. Because you moved up and caused him damage.
Yep.
Alright. Where are we at? Objects and tokens.
After Surge is down.
So,
He's probably about to get up.
Yep, takes his movement to stand up, looks at his brother May I, and this one removes its mask and looks at you. So give me a wisdom saving throw. Brother May I.
Oh!
Brother May I, you are suffered from frightened until the end of the next turn. You are
All
afraid
right.
of them. Afraid of him. So... Oh, wait a minute. Where are you at right now, my flyer?
On top of him, high. I'm right up.
I need you to roll it too.
Okay, I will roll it. I don't know if I can see him, but that's fine.
Well, you're within 30 feet, and it says
Sure, that's fine.
anybody within 30 feet of him.
It's a wisdom save,
Yes.
correct? All right. So that's... I've got that roll right here. 18.
No, you're fine. But, Brother May I, you are afraid. Sergeant Rock. Go ahead and take your shot as this guy...
All right. Howard's blast goes off.
He steps out, leans out or whatever to shoot you.
He
Okay.
gets nailed.
There's a-
And the hex spell actually includes 2 shots. So, bang.
Okay, so with that,
And also, on those shots, I get to use repelling blast on each of them. So I hit him twice and send him back 20 feet.
okay, hold on a second on the first one. Okay, 7 points. That's alright. Second one. Alright, 7. So 10 feet, 10 feet back.
Mhm.
So let's see. 17 to hit.
That hits me.
Okay, so the second one does not hit you. And that'll be... Where are you at? That'll be 6 points of piercing damage once more, and 3 more points of poison damage. I need that con save once more. Oh, and he thinks he's hidden, but you can see him.
Con save. Oh, that one.
Alright, congratulations. You feel this poison's pouring through your body. Okay, so well noted that you failed your save. Noted indeed. Alright, so let's see. This one did his thing. So this one here will pop out here. Fire at Brother May I twice. 9 does not hit, but an 18 does, right?
18 is my armor class, yes.
Okay, so give me, you'll take the 6 and 3. Is that right?
All
6
right.
piercing, 3 poison. Give me a con save.
Okay.
Alright, you're fine. You feel some poison pump into you, but you don't have any other issues beyond that you can tell. Alright. Alright, so with that, let's see, that was the other turn. He will, where's he at? He moved out 5, 10, 15. He only has 15 more movement. 5, 10, 15. So we'll move him over here. Okay. Oh, and that goes away. Alright, so that was the end of their turn. He has no way to hide, therefore he will not try to hide. So with that, it is now Brother May I. It's on you.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. How bad is this? Well, he's dead zombie, so. Looks like death already.
Oh yeah, they look pretty rough.
Too bad.
Alright. He is 5, 10 feet away from me.
Let's check to see what we can do here. There you go. Give you some
Ooh.
visual. That's what they look like.
I don't see anything.
On my screen? My camera?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry, I was looking at the map.
Oh yeah, no problem.
You know what? I'm scared, so I'm just gonna recast it. Yeah.
Now, you moved this way. Shouldn't you move the other direction?
I've moved away. Okay, yeah.
Because this guy right here is the one you're afraid of.
Yeah, but I moved down and around away from him.
But I believe you should be using your move action and dash action to move as far away from him as you can. If you're frightened.
Is he frightened? He can't attack or go near.
Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. Okay, never mind. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Right.
So I guess, yeah, if you keep the same distance away, you can. That's fine.
Okay.
I was thinking the other frightened.
We can't hear you there, Rock.
Yeah, there are other fear effects that by monster that say you have to move directly away, but it's per spell or effect.
Yeah, this one actually just said you get the frightened, not fear.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're activating your blender again.
Yes.
Alright, so I need another. This is a will save.
Yeah. There it is.
Okay, fail. And that's a fail. So what's the damage? 12?
12.
12 to. Okay, nope. Okay, yep. Alright, got those. Noted. Alright. They're still up though.
Okay.
And it is now Sergeant Rock's turn.
All right, well, Sergeant Rock has a fairly obvious target sitting right out there, so he's going to blast away at it. He's shooting the one in the middle of the road there. They're jumping around.
Oh, he's getting rid of the fire.
Oh. All right, so bang.
Alright, that's a hit.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be able, and I knock him back 10 feet, so he's right next to.
Right next to you.
I didn't move closer to him.
No, I moved him closer to you, and then I missed with the second shot. So he gets to stay right there next to the cleric, the vicious cleric. Unfortunately, his turn comes before the fight.
Surge, you're up.
Okay, on my flyby, would I get advantage of flanking if I came back around with him on the other side?
I'll allow it.
Okay, so this one, 25, 30, and then this way all the way to here is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So I will fly like that and see about getting that hit in.
Give it a shot.
Just a second, that's not what I meant. I accidentally misclicked. So a 14 to hit.
14 does hit.
Okay, then it's going to be 18 damage.
Okay. That one you snap in half.
Ooh, I get a bite in half right as I fly past him and spray him with bits of stuff that he's afraid of.
Or par for course. Par for course. There we go.
Par for the course.
What?
Okay.
Car for the poor.
I do have prestidigitation. Clean him up a little bit later.
Well, thank you. Well, you're in what? Oh.
Okay, so their turn.
There are fewer now.
Now, is it when he starts his turn in your thing, or the ends his turn in your thing?
It starts its turn.
When a creature enters the area or starts its turn.
All right. Let's see. He only had 7. You caused 8, and it was radiant, so there's no save.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
very nice.
So let's do this. Okay, it's a 20 to hit you, and an 18 to hit you there, Brother May.
Yes.
Okay, you will take 6.
They using bows. You know they have disadvantage if they're shooting more than 30 feet.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for that heads up.
I knocked him back like that for a reason.
And how tall are those bushes that he was shooting across? No, I'm kidding.
There, now he's within 30 feet.
Oh, he had to move up. So I see him move over there.
So that's going to be 6 piercing on both hits and 3 poison on both hits, and give me 2 con saves.
All right, so that's 18 on both.
Yes, 18 total.
And 6 poison.
No, it says 12 piercing, 6 poison, so 18 total.
Okay.
Just give me 2 con saves.
Alrighty. 3, actually. 1, 2, and yeah.
Okay.
And this goes away.
Alright, so... Would help if I get rid of the space. That doesn't belong. Okay, alright. Noted. And... bonus action. Nope, he thinks he's hidden, but you guys can see him plain as day. And it is now your turn, Brother May I.
Alrighty. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do, 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 do. All right. I'm going to cast. Where is it? That's level 1. Boom, boom, boom. So I knew that from the dead zombie we just killed.
And what spell is this?
That's Remnant.
Okay, I gotcha. Remnant.
Yeah, the net.
Why didn't it show the name?
Okay.
Yeah, we just got a description. It's like, all right.
Sure, whatever you type in there, brother.
I don't know.
So is that an action or?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's an action.
All right, so you moved up next to the creature. You've got this whatever encoding you.
Yeah. And I'm
Um,
just gonna. Oh, you know what? We need to back up 1. Because your guy needed to make a wisdom save if he was attacking me. Didn't think about that. But we'll let it slide.
Is that because he's undead?
Yeah. I forgot about that. But anyways, we're good.
Okay, so we'll take those attacks and hit Surge instead. So take your hit points back. Give
Okay.
yourself back the, 18 we said?
Yeah.
And Surge, you take the 18 and give me...
Can he hit me from that range? Or would it be at disadvantage to hit me at that range?
Oh, Jesus.
I think he just passed on his check against.
Hold on.
May I? It's just
Like I
easier.
said, I can take
can take the damage if
It's
you
my
want.
bad to screw that up.
In your current form, what is your AC?
Mine,
Yes.
15.
Okay, so no, they both miss you. So with that, you're up in its face, and it's now, what, Sergeant Rock's turn?
Well, taking back that would still be there. And is this? No, that's not a. So yeah, I'll stick with that.
Now that he's in your circle, do I have to roll that now, or we do that at the start of his turn?
We can wait till the start of his turn.
Alright, so Sergeant Rock, let's see if he survives the start of his turn.
All right. Sergeant Rock runs from one rock to the other rock.
Rock from rock to rock?
Yep.
Rock goes from rock to rock.
Target. Nails the target.
Okay,
I
so
will not be fast in this case, because I think if he's on the other side of those bushes, I might not be able to see him. I'll just shoot him. I nailed him twice. This time,
Okay,
I knock him
so
out.
first hit is 14 force.
Yeah.
He does not make his save. And he is gone.
Got him.
Poof.
Poof.
Covered in more goo.
That's right.
Yes,
I
Brother
don't
Mayo,
know
you
him.
are covered in more goo.
His head explodes like a ripe melon. Oh, I didn't happen to notice that May I was there because he's a dwarf and he's below bushes. So I don't realize there's a little bit of a mess over there.
Oh yeah. You are covered in the goo of this creature that was standing in front of you.
And the creature that was recently pulped by the bird, the gigantic pterodactyl type.
Mhm.
If you say so.
Yeah. So, but I can ameliorate that pretty readily with some of the always things right in the crease.
Alright, so what are you guys doing now?
Apparently, I'm getting spit on.
I will go 80 feet in the air and do a look around.
Okay, give me a perception.
Sergeant Rock will loot the bodies. He's checking for rings of regeneration.
You find no rings of regeneration. You find no weaponry at all.
Wait,
Except for
they
the
have
hand crossbows and daggers. I take that back.
those.
And they are
Fools.
all their bolts and all their blades are all coated in something unfamiliar to you.
Ew. Well, and then I will use a rag to pick them up and throw them into the bag of holding.
Alrighty then.
And I realize that I've been injected with something. I know that some people have a spell that detects poison, but they can't cast it when they're in chicken form.
My bag of holding is also in me. It's not hanging out.
Yeah, well, so luckily Rock has his own bag of holding.
Okay, you do?
Yeah.
All right, good to know, good to know.
Do you want to talk to the cleric?
Yes, I will advise the cleric and say, hey, I think I got injected with something. They were shooting these weird little syringes at me. Do you happen to have a way to detect for...
I will cast less restoration on them.
And Luster Restoration does what?
It will cure poisoned condition if he has such.
That's what I'm asking. I mean, give me the exact word.
Touch creature can
Has died.
end one of disease or conditions affecting him. The condition be
Oh,
blindness, paralyzed, poison.
Okay, you cast Luster Restoration. You feel this warmth flow over you, but you're still feeling pretty. Ugh.
So it doesn't cure poison? Just the poisoned condition?
No, you feel as if you feel the energy work on you. I mean, he's cast Restoration on you. You feel the warmth wash over your body.
Oh. All right. Well, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else get stuck with one of them syringes?
Don't think so. I think you were the only. Well, no, people did get stuck, but the rest of them
Yeah.
didn't fail any saves that they know of.
All right. Well, I guess I'm trying to make a call here now. Do we resume our patrol or go back to the ship, having verified that?
What was that perception check from the flyer?
19.
19. You see 10 more of these things coming up the trail about 20 minutes away.
Okay. I will go back to them.
And squawk 20 times?
No. Poke at a body and squawk 10.
Walk 10. So I got to say to him, did Billy fall down the well? Again? And then I go,
Billy.
"So are there 10 more of these things coming?" To the bird.
Yeah.
And he
Nods
nods his
head.
head. And I go, "All right, man, mount up. We're flying back to the ship. We verified there's patrols over here, just like I thought. We'd camped here last night. We probably would have been boned. We're safer on the ship."
Alright, so you guys make your way back towards the ship.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
We'll say you guys went about an hour down the trail before you ran into this group.
All right.
So take you about an
I
hour
have
to
plenty
get,
of time.
hour to get back, hour on the boat. Oh,
How long can you be Quaxatotal?
4 hours.
okay. So
we're
you
fine.
have enough time, just enough time to make it back to the ship. Actually, flying out, it was an hour to row out. Flying out, they cut that in half. So
You can circle above the ship for
yeah,
45 minutes.
you can circle above the ship for another hour or so if you want to. But you got plenty of time to get back to the ship with them.
All right. I'll get us back.
Once you make your way back to the ship, Melisande will point out that Dux did shift a little while you guys were gone.
He lives.
Almost as if he was trying to wake up but just has not woke up yet.
All right. Well,
You
it
guys,
makes hydrate him.
what would you guys like to do now?
Eat lunch, which is a short rest. If I get my spell back.
Okay, so do me a favor, Sergeant Rock. Roll me a d4.
Not me. Okay. Roll. Poof. Juan.
One. Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
I got.
Well, after a couple hours, actually, these weird-looking boils start appearing on your body, around your chest and your shoulders.
Yeah.
Your Constitution and your Charisma score both decrease by 1 point.
That ruins my character. I'm retiring him. Which one? Con and
Charisma.
I live for charisma.
This is quickly followed by a fever and a tingling in your extremities.
I'm turning into one of them. Don't let it happen. Shoot me in the head. Unfortunately, this is years before Walking Dead, so he really doesn't even know. Romero hasn't even. He's like,
Yeah.
He has no idea yet. All right. So with that, you've taken a short rest, and these things start popping up on you.
I need remove disease.
Can I cast my detect magic, see if he's cursed?
I was gonna say I can cast magic as a ritual unless you want to, of course.
I cast it at will.
Okay.
So
all
he's
right.
even better. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't cost either of us a slot. That's fine.
So yeah, you cast detect magic or whatever, and you do not find any magical-based curses or anything like that on the person.
It's a disease. I've got demeaning plebning, like lycanthropy or something. Whatever the Germans are pushing out as their disease these days. Mustard gas.
Okay.
Did
so
you cast Luster Restoration on him?
Yeah?
that doesn't take
Oh,
care of
that's
the disease.
weird.
It takes care of poison.
Well, either one disease or condition affecting it.
Yeah.
You touch a creature that can end either one disease or one condition. If you just did the poison condition, you didn't cure the disease.
Yeah.
So you can. Does lesser restoration do disease?
Yeah.
Yep.
Less
Can either one
restoration.
disease or condition affecting it.
Yep.
I thought
You can
those
do
are-
one or the other. You can't
what's
do
it
both with
called?
one casting.
Diseased and poisoned?
You can cure the poisoned
Well, that's what I was
or the
asking.
disease.
Was he both or just the
Mm,
one?
You couldn't tell at the time, but you cast to cure poison because that's what he said. He thought he was poisoned.
Yep. Okay, so I'll cast it again and remove the disease.
Oh darn! This could have been so much fun.
Yeah,
All the benefits. Are you sure you want this?
I do not want lycanthropy if that's what it is.
That's not lycanthropy.
I don't want
Zombification.
charisma reduced.
Well, it's just 1 point.
Yeah, that would ruin me.
If you did that to me, my guy'd barely be able to talk.
Okay, so you cast remove disease, and you take care of that. Give me a Constitution saving throw just for the shits and giggles.
Who, me?
No, so do
Rock.
Rock.
Where'd it go?
Nice. That would have been
Natural.
great. Okay, so if he hadn't cured your disease, you would have been infected. You would have lost 18 points of damage due to necrotic, and boils would have burst and spread all over you, reducing. Once your hit points were reduced to 0 hit points by this damage, you could not regain any hit points until the disease is cured, though it can be stabilized as normal. If you would have made your save, you would have been cured automatically because you only lost 1 point of charisma and constitution. And for every day of long rest that you make a con save, you'll gain back 1 point of constitution and charisma until you've gained back all of it.
Hmm.
So yeah. All right. Well, you had the, but one of the bright sides is you could have breathed on the water for a while.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Fun.
I mean, if he wants to do that, I can cast that as a ritual. Just give me a day.
just
You know,
join a different party, an underwater party.
All right. So as you're taking your short rest, and as Brother May I takes care of your disease for you, lunch.
Sure. Lunch.
Demort starts to wake up and shift, and we will end our show this evening at that point. And we'll pick this back up, say, next Sunday, 7 o'clock, as opposed to 3 o'clock. A little later date, a little later time. So you get more time during the day to do whatever you want, and then join us at 7 o'clock Eastern Time to see what happens with our band of misfits.
shenanigans.
If you will. Yes, what kind of shenanigans they can go through this time. Oh, and always join us to hear the great stories from Sergeant Rock.
The briefings.
Yes, the great briefings from Sergeant Rock. But thanks again. Catch us next Friday for The Darkest Dream by Gooey Cube at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on our Roll Hit Die. And then again on Sunday, 7 o'clock, you can catch the continuation of our Dungeons and Veterans game, which may be going through some changes in the near future. Stick with us and find out what's going on. And with that, I will bid you adieu.